Yo, we back, baby. Check out this new intro. You already know.
Know the phrase. That's what shots being made. All the shots that win the game. Fourth quarter is crunch time. The game's on the line. The real players they shine. I might bring with the flow. In case you didn't know. Fourth quarter is crunch time. The game's on the line. The real players they shine. This that on the sideline with the game talk. I'm so clever and smooth. I bring the game talk. You know me, they call me a Mr. Middleman. If I ain't with Clyde, it's Doris Burke, ESPN. This that flow game coverage, what announcers do. Customized double bank, Steph Curry, my shoe. I'm on to another season with my colleagues. I'm broadcasting this info on your TV.
Woo! Let's go. Let's go. It's your boy Hard Will, aka Will, chilling with my bro. You already know from the 4-0 Worldwide L, aka the Chef. What's good, bro?
What's good, bro?
Everything going, bro? Oh, my bad.
Thanks.
Everything solid with you? Back
Everything
another
solid.
episode of back at another episode of For the Love of the Game. We just happy to be here, man. You know what I mean? We can't complain. Shout out to everybody tapping in with us.
Fresh off that victory. I know everybody want to talk about it. So much to get into. Salute to the Jets. Salute to the Giants. Salute to the Rangers for sweeping. Hey, my son in the building. What's up, here, Cardi? What's up, son?
Cardi, what's up, Cardi?
It's good when my son is in the building. Checking us out.
You already know. Yo, if you new here, help us out. We trying to reach 1,000 subs. I think we under 20 subscribers to reach 1,000 subs. If you ain't already subscribed, hit the like button, share the show. Let everybody know we live. About to talk about this Knicks, boy. It's going down.
Look, that means so much right there, Hard. Look at that. I can't get this boy to admit nothing good about the Knicks.
Oh, he said he gotta admit. See, I was saying earlier, I was in Freezy chat, and I was like, it wasn't this many Knicks fans, or it wasn't this many people that really, not saying the main people. We know who our main Knicks fans is, so don't get it twisted. But I see a lot of people now just acting like they Knicks fans, man.
Nah, everybody want to jump on that bandwagon. I got the form.
Yeah, we got to put that form up. You know, I just want to take this time out. I want to take this time out to shout out the fans. Man, I think we really got the greatest fans in the world. We got the greatest fans in the world. We've got the greatest arena, the greatest fans to go along with it. You know, I'm just excited for New York itself to be a Knicks fan as long as I have. See a lot of bad moves and guys that, yeah, that's the form. You got to send that to me. I can put it on the screen. Text it to me. I'll download it. We got to put that up. We got to put it on our YouTube page so they can fill it out. If they a Brooklyn fan, we'll consider you. I was saying, man, it's a lot of dudes never even been to New York. Got Nick podcast. And we lived and grew up in New York all our life, so it'd be crazy. But that's not a shot. It's just like how big the fan base is, man. And also another thing you could look at when you watching the Knicks games, away games, not just yesterday what they did in Philly. You watching away games or the other day. You got to understand, it's always a lot of Knicks fans in the stands.
But Hard, that was unreal though for it to be a playoff game like that though, bro. Come on, we ain't never.
I want to call it. I want to call it unreal, but I don't want to call it unreal because you know why? You remember what we said about Knicks fans, and I wanted to put that on the intro because I love that moment. It made me feel really good when Knicks fans would yell after the game and start saying "fuck Trey Young" and those little skits. Like one game we was out there. It was me, Gammo, it was a bunch of us. And, you know, everything is different now in New York. So it was like, yo, we really got a chance to just be outside and it was nice weather and yell and crazy. The energy changed. The whole energy was starting to change. It was like it wasn't where we at now, but it was. I seen this was coming. You know what I mean? The way Brunson was playing and the way things was going. But I just want to shout the fans out. You know, we're not always right. That's what a fan is for. Fan stands for fanatic. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to commend people that really been fans for a long time when they didn't see no sun at the end or no light at the end of the tunnel being a Knicks fan. And if you like me, that's how it is. And I understand when L say, yo, hard, this my the best Knicks team I ever saw. And when you think about what he's saying, when we got the Patrick Ewings and all these, them dudes wasn't doing this, man. We didn't have nobody like, what Brunson is doing. And I knew the kid Dante was gonna play well. It's a lot of guys we're gonna get into and talk about. I don't want to be all over the place, but give your thoughts on the game, the fans on the game in Philly, and what shocks you most of what you saw and what you witnessed. And another thing I want to ask you, did you ever witness anything like that in your life?
No. I mean, I've sort of similar when down here in Atlanta, right? When the Knicks come to town. But that's a regular season game. And I remember when the Knicks was playing them in the playoffs, right? I couldn't attend to that game because I had other obligations. But I remember when the Knicks was played them, we thought that was going to be the case in Atlanta, and it wasn't the case. You know, understand what I'm saying? Because people from Atlanta came out because the Knicks was in town. So, that became the ticket of what was going on. You understand what I'm saying? The Knicks fans,
a lot of New Yorkers in Atlanta, yeah.
A lot of New Yorkers, but also Atlanta people came out because New York was in the building. So it kind of they outweighed us at that particular time when we had to come down here and play them. I thought that would be the case in Philly because it is Philly. You know what I mean? But for it to be a playoff game and you hear MVP chants and you hear fucking beat in your own stadium, like, oh my God, like, come on. Like I ain't gonna front. Like if I'm him, because you don't know where it's coming from. And it might have been some silent Philly fans that was saying fucking B, making it seem like it was the Knicks fans saying that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Let's not get that. Let's not act like we ain't, that didn't happen. You understand what I'm saying? Let's not act like it just all was Knicks fans, because I don't believe that. I believe it was Philly fans saying fucking B too.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. This is one thing though I gotta say with that, right? That man, and I don't like nothing he doing. Nothing the way he's acting, the way he's carrying out. I don't like it, to be fair, right? But remember what I said to you backstage, when the smoke clear and they mention people names for having 50 in the playoffs, his name is going to be mentioned, win or lose. And this is memories and moments, and Brunson is creating his, but I always say this every year, it's only going to be one winner. So either you're going to win, but on the stage, you still got to leave your moments and leave your marks throughout the playoffs, because only going to be one winner. So why I'm saying that is 50 points in the playoffs. If a fan is booing me from my team the next game, that's bullshit. And I don't care if they bullshitting me or if they booing me. You know why? Because I just had 50 and you was clapping for me. And if you wasn't clapping for me, you was a hater. You was trying to give me my props. So it can't go back and forth so fast.
See,
so I'm not doing that. I just want to say it was Knicks fans that brought most of the tickets, because the real Philadelphia fans that know basketball, they're not buying into this because they don't want to witness the Knicks beating Philly. Just like Gilly was quiet for the first games when we took care of our business. Soon as they get a win, he go live showing something about the Knicks. You see? So that's how it's always going to be, bro. It's always going to be that type of throw rock, hide your hand. Then when y'all win, they back.
I mean, listen, this is the perfect opportunity not to throw a rock and hide your hand, right? Like, say it for what it is. Like, the fact of the matter is,
forget throwing the rock, hide your hand. They ain't even showing their face.
This player has not even has not. Okay, he's the reigning MVP based upon numbers. Based upon numbers, not the most valuable player. He won the MVP based upon numbers. Let's call a spade. Based upon numbers. His team was not even the best.
Never deserved his MVP.
His team was not even the best team in the East last season.
I'm trying to hear what you saying, bro. You saying he not deserved his MVP?
I'm just saying he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best. Hold on,
I'm asking you a question. Did he not deserve his MVP?
No, because he wasn't the best player on the best team.
So let me ask you a question. So did you watch most of his games in that season? He got it.
I'm gonna say it again.
I'm asking you a question, bro.
Say it again.
Hell no. Get the.
He wasn't the best.
You mean you don't need to watch the games, but you gonna make that kind of statement?
Yo, listen to
bro. Nah. I don't want to hear that. Nah. You're not even watching the man play, and you're going to say he didn't deserve an MVP? Come on, God. So you just like those other people. You just like the people you talking about that make the numbers up.
I don't even think.
You just like them. Hold on. You saying it's just numbers, right? Listen, let me talk. It's just numbers. I don't believe in that shit. You just like them, bro, because you didn't even watch him play. You said some shit about his games, and you didn't watch him play, bro. You just as bad as them.
I watched. Did you watch every game? I watched games. I didn't watch every game.
You didn't watch. No, you did not. That's why I asked you that. I know.
I watched the playoffs. I watched the playoffs.
Bro. He don't get an MVP. He don't get an MVP off the play. We're not talking about that. See, you go right there. You proved you wrong. You proved you lying right there. The MVP is based off regular season,
brother. You talk, now I'm going to talk, right? So you said your part, now I'm going to say my part. I said he's not. I'm going to say it again. You got your feel on it, but don't sit there and tell me that I'm wrong on my way or how I look at it. Because I didn't sit there.
You don't have no leg to stand on.
I didn't tell you that you was wrong on what you said, right?
You ain't even watching him play. Talking about
wasn't the best player on the best team last season.
Next.
Fans, am I saying anything wrong? People in the chat, am I saying anything wrong? He wasn't.
They gave it the Joker mad years in a row, bro. The man outplayed the Joker 1 year for the MVP.
Best player on the best team when he was getting it.
Whatever.
Thank you, Fly God. Joker was the best player on the best team. Just like
we ain't denying that, bro. They can't give it to Joker every year.
Let's go to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
No, Embiid deserves his MVP. That don't got nothing to do with how Embiid is acting right now. Embiid pulled out that year. Embiid just hit us with a 50-piece the other day. Embiid just beat us with a 50-piece the day before yesterday. And you trying to sit here and say last season he ain't deserve his MVP.
Brother.
And you said, I watched the playoffs.
Apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. I'm going to say it again. I know what I'm talking about. He was not the best player on the best team. He was not the best player on the best team.
Nah, you ain't started. You said it by numbers.
I'm going to keep on saying
numbers. You say go by numbers.
He was not the best player on the best team. I'm going to say it again. That's why LeBron used to get mad and why when Steph Curry used to win the MVP.
Can I ask you a question?
Steph Curry won the MVP because he was the best player on the best team. That's why Steph Curry won the MVP.
Why you keep saying that like that's the rule?
No, I'm just telling you how I look at it. Don't sit there tell me that I don't know anything about basketball, dog.
You can't say you know something about basketball and just say that's how you look at it.
Tell me some shit like that.
You don't know shit. You saying that?
You
just said. Hold on.
You can't tell nobody. You can't tell nobody they don't know shit because of how they look at the game. Get out of here, dog.
So you don't have to look at the game to say this dude can't play or not.
And I didn't say that you was wrong.
It's a simple question.
I don't know shit about game. Don't you didn't tell me that.
This is a simple question. You don't have to look at somebody's play.
How dare you
don't have to look at somebody's game.
How dare you do that? If I didn't sit there and repeat what you said, how dare you tell me that I don't know basketball because of how I look at it and how I feel the MVP should be judged? That's my point of view, not your point of view. Don't sit there and tell me I don't know no basketball. How dare you do that?
All right, let me ask you a question.
Do that. Don't ever do that. Let me ask you a
question. All right, let me ask you a question. If somebody have a point of view, does somebody have a point of view that mean they right?
That's your standpoint. That's what you feel.
No, I'm asking you a simple question. Yes or no? If somebody have a point of view, no, hold on. I listen to you. You kept talking over me. I listen to you. This is a simple question. If somebody have a point of view, do that mean they right?
No.
Okay, that's you right now because I'm still talking. Hold on.
And I can say the same thing about you. I can say the same thing about you, but then I do that. That's what I'm asking you. I didn't tell you that. That's all I'm saying. I didn't tell you that. So if I didn't repeat what you said, and that's your point of view, then how you do that to me is what I'm saying to you. How do you say that you arguing, you telling me I don't know basketball because of my perspective? Get the fuck out of here.
No, I said you can't say somebody can't be MVP if you didn't watch them play.
Get the fuck out. I'm telling you my point of view. That's your point of view. I didn't dispute that.
And you know, and that's why I asked you that question.
Tell everybody they want when niggas in the chat is telling you the same thing. If he's not the best player on the best team, I can sit there and say that he doesn't deserve the MVP. I can sit there and say that. I can sit there and say that. And it's history that proves that the best player on the best team usually get the MVP. He had the best numbers last year.
Let me know when I can speak without getting talked over.
Go ahead.
All right, because every time when you say some dumb shit, you talk over me. So from now on, I'm gonna let you keep saying more dumb shit, and then I'm gonna be able to talk without getting cut off. Hold on, let me talk. I let you talk, right? Now you can't shut up because you know.
Use your words wisely. Talking to me though, dog. Use your words wisely when talking to me. That's what I'm saying. Come on, stop saying dumb shit and all that shit like I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't sit there and talk to me like that.
What you mean? You just said some dumb shit. I'm gonna call it out. That don't make sense.
No, don't talk to me like that. That's what I'm saying to you. Don't talk to me like that.
Like what?
I
can say whatever the fuck I want. What you talking about?
I
can say whatever I want.
And you smarter than the next person.
You just said.
Come on,
listen,
dog. Don't do that.
Listen, you just said I could talk.
Don't do that. Don't do that, dog. Go ahead.
Let me know when I can talk. Okay, now I can speak. You know why you do that? Because you don't be making sense and you don't want me to be heard. So like I said, number one, when you never watch somebody play and you say they don't deserve something, that don't make sense. So I could call you out and say, get out of here with that bullshit. I'm not jacking that. Number one. Number two, you saying a whole bunch of shit that don't got nothing to do with the point. The point is this. That is not the rule. So when you go and say your point of view, I said, with somebody with a point of view, can they be wrong? You say, yeah. So just because it's your point of view, you're going to say it's automatically right. No, me and you didn't make this man MVP. Somebody else, a bunch of other people did. So you're smarter than them too, me and everybody else that says he deserved MVP. You're smarter than them too. That's the only point I'm making. You didn't even watch 7 regular season games. You said you watched the playoffs. You went yelling one to cut me off because you ain't making no sense. Regardless if I say fucking or this or curl, however, that's how I talk. Don't tell me how to say it.
So
if you don't like it, if you don't like it, make some fucking sense, nigga. Fuck out of here talking about watch how I talk.
So who do you think? So let me ask you a question. Who do you think deserves the MVP this season?
Joker.
Why?
Because what we talk about, that it's more of a team game. Let's go into.
He's not his team didn't even come in first.
Let me segue into this. Phoenix, right? Phoenix swept. Look at all the talent over there. We agree on this, even though backstage you try to act like this is what you want now. When I try to refresh your memory with the Miami Heat series, I'm glad you on that now. That's good because we're a team, me and you. But the point I'm making is team ball wins. Remember, I used to say Dante, Hart, these are guys that gonna make fundamental plays and the right plays, the type of plays that we need. That's called teamwork plays. Guys who are good in the system, like you was breaking down. But that's how I always wanted the Knicks team to be, because you can't have too many dominant players like Brunson and Randall together. You can't add nobody else. So the reason why I'm saying Joker is because Joker does it all, and he know how to fill up the stat sheet and keep his teammates involved to win the game. Because me and you say this too. When you used to say, yo, get a big man to touch. That makes the big man play better defense. You see what I'm saying? And when those big guys are hustling better and doing different things because they getting touches, that makes the whole team morale better. That's just my opinion. I think me and you both used to say that. As far as like, yo, give the man a touch. Guard, he on the court. Why he not getting a touch? And Joker don't play like that. It's very few players, that play that way. You know what I'm saying? Most of the Denver Nuggets play, even though they're the champs, there's a lot of other people I could point out that's starting to play like that too. You know what I'm saying? The Minnesota's playing like that. You know what I'm saying? They playing great team ball right now in the playoffs. Who else we want to point out? Indiana is playing team ball in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Halliburton is a great facilitator, keeping people involved. And that's just the point.
Orlando.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just the point. If people stay involved, then that's gonna make people play harder. You know what I'm saying? And when I said, even though it's a segue back to what we were saying, when I said I didn't say you didn't know. I said that if you don't see, I didn't say you didn't know sports. I said when you don't see, you can't say. That's a better way to say it. You maybe misinterpreted in the heat of the argument.
Well, I watch enough highlights.
No. I ain't enough. Not to say somebody don't deserve MVP, Al. Not that. And I didn't say no. I'm clarifying what I said about seeing and what I said.
So you picked the Joker,
I didn't say you don't know the game. I said,
all right, but I'm saying you
wrong about that.
Okay, so you picked the Joker. Now I'm going to pick Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why? Because he's the best player on the best team. Now I would love to be honest and say, okay, when I look at the Boston Celtics, they're the best team in the NBA. But when I look at that, like what you just said, team. So it's hard for me to say that one player on that team is above the rest of anybody else on that team because they play together, and that's the reason why they are the best team in the NBA. But when I say when you eliminate that and you can't really make an MVP vote on who out of the Boston Celtics, right? So then you move to the next team, which would be OKC and the Denver Nuggets. OKC finishing first, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and he the leading scorer in the NBA. You know what I mean? So if we want to do numbers and we want to do team, then they finished first. Numbers, everything points to why he should get the MVP. Now the Joker would be
you just said you don't believe in numbers. You just said you don't
believe. Safe bet because he would be the safe bet because he do all around things, right? So he would be the safe bet. But
so
the person that
he just do everything, including the numbers, then because he get the eye test.
It should be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's just me. He's the best player on the best team.
I agree with that one.
You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? But that's not to take nothing away from Anthony Edwards.
But let me ask you a question.
You talked about Phoenix getting swept, right? Look who over there. You know what I mean? You got arguably probably the next up and coming superstar. You know what I mean? The next it guy outside of Wembanyama. And I'm gonna look forward to the battles. I'm gonna look forward to them battles for years to come.
Listen, so you saying the MVP team would have to be lead or number one?
That's usually how it goes. It usually goes that way. Why would you give it to anybody else? I didn't like when, truth be told, I didn't like when Steve Nash was getting it them years. But at that time, he was the best player on the best team, wasn't he?
But it could be those same type of situations where you really just balling.
Sometimes you just be balling. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just can
that's
be
what I was trying to tell you.
You want to be Embiid, but what I'm saying is he wasn't the best team. He wasn't the best. No, he wasn't the best team on East or the West Coast last year. So his team just fell into they was just there. They was the third seed, right? So, and there was other teams in the East. I mean, the West had better records than them, and teams in the East, of course, had better records.
Embiid scored 70 points, bro, or some shit like that. Like Embiid,
yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not taking
what he got. Is he all that to me? No, I don't want it to sound like I'm hyping him because I'm not. Only thing I just
taking away from his talent. I'm not taking away from his talent, but what I'm saying is, usually the MVP goes to the best player on the best team, right? And even when you look at baseball, usually sometimes they try to do the numbers things, which I don't like that, but it's usually supposed to go by the best player on the best team. That's why for many, many years, even though Derek Jeter never won an MVP, players voted him as one of the most overrated players. But he was one of the best players on the best team. Mm-hmm. How can you what? I may not be. I may not.
But Al, let me ask you this though.
But my team wins. Now that's what the Joker do.
But listen, Al, check it out.
Mm-hmm.
If a dude is on a team that's not winning as much as a winning team because he don't have a better team, right? Isn't it fair to say he has to be judged differently? Because if you looking at the Joker, let's just say, before he won a chip too, let's just look at it fair. With the roster he has and the players, say who they are, because then it's like then we don't know who nobody is, like who they are. He has players around him, plus who he plays makes them better. Me and you talked about how Embiid makes his team worse because the way he plays.
Mm-hmm.
And Joker is the total opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So even though we're not talking about that at this moment, the point I'm making is when you judging it for as MVP, it should be the vice versa of what you're saying it should be, because it's harder for that person in the Embiid situation with not a good team, or plus the way he played, which he don't get no slack because the way he play, but his team play that way too because he played. So I'm just pointing that out to you as well, because we talk about all that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to judge it fair. So it has to be a balance. Joker has a better team.
That's a good point. What C-Max said. Like even on Westbrook, that year he averaged a triple double. So he did something that's like only one person ever done before, was average a triple double for the season. So it's like, how do you not recognize a player that did that? How do you not?
Yeah, but you would have to go by each season.
Thousands upon players that have done that tried to do that and have not done that. So it's like they almost rewarded him because he did that. Yeah, he wasn't on the best team. He wasn't, but he was the best player on that AC team. You know what I mean? By far.
You have to see what other people did in that season too before you say that. Because he could have just flat out won it, and the triple doubles could have been the extra icing on the cake, or that could have been the main point why he won it. Could have been politics.
I feel that's the main point why he won it. I feel that's the main point why, because like I said,
I believe that
he was on the AFC. He was on the AFC team. How MVP get that? And that's the thing. I don't like about sometimes politics, because when you do that, when you do like that way, you automatically eliminate a player like Jalen Brunson. Right, you eliminate the fact of what he's done for that team, and that's usually how it goes. He is the MVP of that team. He's the best player in the Eastern Conference, hands down. But he doesn't get recognized because I think he doesn't get recognized too hard because people shitted on him so much that they don't want to apologize. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want to say I was wrong. And for those who
that's
did,
a good take. I believe that.
I take my hats off to, because a lot of them did. I watched the parts. A lot of them did. They would say I was one that said that about his contract, but it's a lot of hate shit that I saw even yesterday. Like why did Candace Parker announce her retirement at the same time he was dropping 47? You understand what I'm saying?
You like think it's a conspiracy, God?
Nah, I'm just saying some shit is this bad timing. Like, why would you announce you could have announced your retirement? You could announce your retirement today while nobody's been playing. You see what I'm saying? Why you announce
who made that decision then? So who you think made that decision?
I don't know. But who was she the one that said something about him? Was she the one that said something about him? Was she the one that said he don't show up, that he don't show up in the playoffs?
She did?
That's what she said. You know what I mean? She
but,
said
he
don't have a good round. You ain't gonna win with them. That's what Becky Hampton said.
Huh? But why does that make them want to drop her retirement news on his day? Because his day.
Why would you do that? I just
listen. Let me finish.
That kind of odd.
Let me finish. Listen, I watched NBA games after games. The Barkley, all those guys, because to me that's important for the culture. Even though I don't look at Shaq and them like I do Stephen A. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because different people get their opinions. Kenny Smith, you know what I'm saying? They're not always right neither, but at least it's a little more balanced. You know what I'm saying? And I heard them talking about Brunson. And Shaq been saying it. Perkins, another one. So my thing is, the people that work on the networks, you're going to have certain people that's not going loud. Like, and I be seeing it. I watch them. Even though they like Perkins, he like to say stuff ahead of time. Like, I told y'all Brunson was gonna be it.
Yeah.
Because the type of game it is. He know what they doing, but I don't think it's to that point of it. Son still gotta just prove himself. That's just the bottom line. You come up in an era, you gotta think. We come up watching Iverson, all these type players. They went through the same thing, bro. He a small guard. You in the league now where you got big guards, and he got to win, bro. That's just it. He gonna get his props if he win. Even when they beat Philly, he gonna get more and more props. He already starting to get it. As you see the narrative change, like you said, a lot of people was just shutting up now because they was a doubter. I believe that. That's a great take on it. That's why you hearing so much crickets.
I can't remember the name of the movie that Will Smith was in, and I can't remember the name. He had the girl, and homie had bet on the sevens or whatever. Because
I know that movie, the fraud movie.
Right, so they kept putting number 7 in front of him. I don't know if it was number 7. It doesn't say number 7, and all day he kept saying number 7. He kept seeing number 7, and that's what they try to do to us. You understand what I'm saying? So when we go back to when I'm talking about the Embiid situation, that's what they did. They was doing that with the Joker. Everybody was just flying up the tip of their tongue and saying the Joker when the Joker wasn't the best player on the best team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the best player on the best team. You understand what I'm saying? But because they keep saying it, you start to believe that because they're saying that to you. Last year, Joel Embiid wasn't the best player on the best team. His team wasn't even the best. He can't get out of the second.
That's what I'm saying. I asked you the question: was that a rule? To be fair about the conversation,
it's not a rule. No, it's not a rule.
So if it's not a rule, how can we argue?
Look at it. That's because that's how I like to look at it.
No, we can look at however we want. But this is my point. All right.
I believe in fair shit, right? When people are supposed to be fair. So things, I like fair treatment. So if things supposed to be fair, that's what you call fair. But it's not fair when they pushing in our face. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand
that with certain players. And when they do that with certain players, it takes the shine away from good players who out there getting busy. Because they say this thing, I know you're gonna go. They say this thing about box office. Stephen A, he say this shit about box office, prime time. By all means, if we didn't see that shit yesterday in Philly, if that boy Brunson and his Knicks team is not box office, how you do some shit like that in the playoffs? But yet he say all these other names and throw all these other names out. They not coming to the Garden or any place else on the road, and you hear them over top of their home crowd. You understand what I'm saying? So pay attention to certain shit. That's what I'm saying. Like I just don't buy that shit all the time. You know what I mean?
It's too early for that for me. Like for me to do that, it's way too early. Like I want to just enjoy the fact. I'm not saying that you messing nothing up for me or anything. I'm just saying why my mind is programmed the way it is. I want to enjoy the fact that we have a chance to compete finally. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's enough enjoyment being a fan so long where it's just we didn't have enough. Because I'm staying a fan regardless. So to me, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? When you stay a fan and you got to just bow out like that, you're not going nowhere. You're not. So that's how I look at it. And the media, I think, like you said, we have opinions. And I feel like if it's not a rule, then that's the reason why Embiid wanted the way he wanted as well. When you looking at figuring it out on a common level, on a common sense level, like, because we don't make the rule and we don't understand the dynamics. We just know this is happening in reference to what's going on. You get what I mean? So you have to say, if Son won it like that, that's why Embiid could win it like that. That's why you mentioned Nash or different guys. That
go back to the league. Go back to the year when Melo won the scoring title. He didn't get the MVP that year. Yeah,
it's the main point though. The people that make this decision watch a lot of the games. That's very important. That's why, to an extent, I say certain, because if I don't really get to see it with my own eyes, how do I know? And people just look at the numbers. Somebody could have had a bad game and still had 20 in the NBA. They could have got 10 off the foul line and hit only 5 buckets and missed 15. You got to see the games. Some people watch the games and the stats to combine both to really understand the game. So I don't go that. I don't say anybody's wrong for their opinion. That wasn't it. I could say that I can't agree with your opinion if the rule is this way. If the rule is that way, then what are we arguing about it for? We can't change the rule. But I do think one thing should be changed in reference to the rule. It should be the opposite. A dude with a worse team that's doing just as good as you, then that changes, and that may be how it is, because that changes the dynamic of a team, because it's an individual award.
That's what they used to say back
It's
in the
not.
day. This
It's
good player,
not.
bad
It's
team type
no,
of
no,
shit, right?
no. Listen. Dudes that don't play team ball, besides Joker, win MVP before.
Mm-hmm.
Chuckers. That's an individual award. It is. That's why I try to break it down like that, because the man just had 50 yesterday, last game. Win or lose, when you lose a close game like that, anybody could have won that game. That's a close game, bro. A ball roll.
But I'm saying you the MVP
basketball?
though. No, I'm saying you the MVP. Take you home. Do what MVPs do, right? Take it home. So you had a chance to take it home. You just couldn't make it happen. And the player on the opposite team, he made it happen. And that's usually how when you played against Jordan, and it wasn't when Jordan was playing against Karl Malone and them, he took it home. He took it home.
I got a good example for you. KD, Anthony Edwards.
Right? Anthony Edwards took it home, baby.
All right, let me tell you. Listen, I'm about to tell you. Listen. All right, listen. Anthony Edwards, they swept KD in them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know these guys' resume? Does one series in 1 year put him? It doesn't put him on their resume. It doesn't give him as much accolades as these guys have. Do you know what he said about KD? He said, KD played better than me. My team played better than his team. I'm working out with him off season. That's my favorite player. So
I heard him. I heard the interview. I watched the game.
The reason why I'm saying that, bro, is because these guys, Son has a lot more to accomplish. He has a lot more. And why I'm saying that is the same thing for Brunson. And that narrative on why you wondering why they comparing and talking about all these guys, right? Regardless if Embiid never made it out the first round, we wasn't touching the playoffs. That's why when we start beating people can't believe it. They like, hold on, what's going on, bro? But the game changing. Why you think Denver winning? It's changing to more of a team game. Hold on. That's why I brought up the point of the Edwards and the KD. The dynamic of having Bill, Booker, KD, and a couple decent role players over there, and you can't win, it proves the point. The proof in the pudding is they need somebody who ain't trying to score like that and get people in their spots and stuff like that, and they didn't have nobody to do that. You taking somebody who's not really supposed to be doing that, and you making him do that, replacing them with another guy, obviously that don't work.
Yep.
You better off putting, and I said that, and not to pick Randall, but this is what I was saying about having a guy that's maybe an 8, reference to a guy that's a 10, depending on the team. The guy that's an 8, he could be more of a passer and more of a defensive player. Reference to the guy that's a 10, that's more of a scorer. It depends on what your team need. You may need the guy that's an 8 because we need more defensive guys, and we need more guys that's gonna make plays like Hart and Divinchenko and them guys. You know why? Because they was taught right in college and they played together, so they get along. They don't mind sharing the sugar with their boy. Not like the other time when Barrett's in the corner.
IQ at the top of the key, but that's just that also go to show you the changing of the guard of the NBA. Like you say, it's changing, so it's more going team orientated ball, and organizations is realizing that now. When you look at the Denver Nuggets, you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, you look at the Timberwolves, you look at the Knicks, look at the Pacers. You understand what I'm saying? You look at teams. You look at the teams. You look at your phone.
My bad. Sorry.
You look at the team. You look at the organizations that's changing.
I don't want to.
That's one of the main reasons. I'm not saying Boston can't win it. They're supposed to win it. When you got that much talent, you're supposed to win it. If you don't win it, it's a failure because you have that talent. But you know what their problem is? Their problem is they don't play team ball. They don't play team ball. They play individual ball. So it's like you go. My turn. I'm gonna get my turn. That's why the numbers. If you look at their stats, that's why the numbers is what they is. That's why it's almost like it's an even numbers. It's not. It's no like just moving the ball around. It's really no moving the ball around. They're a 3-point shooting team that don't rebound the ball well, right? So now you play up against a team. Miami Heat, for example, who does them things. And if they had Jimmy Butler, this series probably be a different series. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's not about talent, like you like to say, when the Heat versus the Knicks. Sometimes it's not about talent. Sometimes it's just about which team is willing to go out there and do the things that's willing to take to go get the job done. And that's what the Miami Heat
or strategy
was. Yeah. And you ain't gonna see Kristaps Porzingis diving for a loose ball. You understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna see him dive for a loose ball, but you'll see Bam Adebayo dive for a loose ball. You'll see Mitchell Robinson dive for a loose ball. Hartenstein, you ain't gonna see Joel Embiid dive for a loose ball. You'll see him fall on top of a motherfucker, but you ain't gonna see him dive for a loose ball. You understand what I'm saying? That's the things that separate winning teams. That's what separate winning teams. Doing the little things of trying to
accept their roles.
They accept, yeah. So when the NBA and when social media and things like that push players in front of us, it's like that's just the common thing. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe because everybody said turn right, I'm going to turn right. You know why we can't turn left or why we can't go straight? You know what I mean? I need to find out these things because that you told me to turn right, I'm supposed to turn right. I always look at that.
That's what it be. That's what it be for you.
I always looked at the Carolina Panthers. I remember the Carolina Panthers right hard, and this is the team that everybody picked them to win. Everybody, and I said, wait a minute, everybody can be right. And they got manhandled in the Super Bowl. They got demolished because everybody felt that was the pick to pick because that was the better, that was the supposed to be better team. But they got their ass handed to them in the Super Bowl. So I'm just saying everybody can't be right. When people pushing in front of you all the time, like, oh, Carolina Panthers, Carolina Panthers, Carolina Panthers, Carolina Panthers, you start believing that shit yourself. You're like, all right, I'm going for the Carolina Panthers. Then you don't even know why you're going for the Carolina Panthers, right? You don't even know.
I don't think all people not like that, bro. Come on.
I'm just saying, but that's what they try to do. I'm not saying people do. I'm not saying
loyal fans. No, I know what you're saying. Agendas. They
try to do that to us. So they try to push that to us. You know what I mean? When like they keep saying Boston, we know Boston is good. We don't need to be reminded that Boston is good. We know Boston is good, but we know Boston has their flaws. And until Boston can win it all, hey, I feel any team got a chance because they haven't won it all. You know what I mean? Last we saw, they folded in the finals. I gave them the props. You like, nah, L, pump your brakes. I'm telling you, pump your brakes. I was like, nah, fuck that. 2-zip. Boston. Them young bloods is coming. They coming. Fuck that hard. They coming. That's what everybody told us, right? See what I'm saying? They told us. But you said, nah. Experience, Al, like Colors when he said the young bull and the old bull. You know what I mean? When he said the young bull want to go down there, you know what I mean? He said the old bull said to the young bull, nah, let's take our time and do them all. Let's take our time. And that comes with experience. And that's what we see from this Knicks team right now. We see them building the right way. We see them doing everything the right way, playing the right way.
Who got experience on Philly? Not to change it, not to cut you. I want to ask you that. Stick where we are.
The whole team.
No. Yeah. How? You just said they never made it out the.
Well, I mean, not as far as like going to the big thing. I'm just saying, as far as playoff experience, they've been in a bunch of game sevens. They haven't got out of the second round. I mean, how much motivation you need from this team? What you need? I mean, at least you got the stay core there, right? So let's just say you had Maxey was there, and B was there.
They made major moves. Harden was there.
Yeah, Harden was there. But I'm saying you still got Tobias Harris was there.
Somebody else was there too. We forget about.
But I'm saying you got but you got Batum who got experience. You got Kyle Lowry who's a championship. Yeah, hey, your coach is a championship coach.
But we talking experience, right? I understand that you saying that they have experience because the individual players have been there, right? But they have to get some experience on this team with these guys. I'm not saying that they experience in the playoffs won't kick in for them.
In the building, what's up, Ron?
Won't kick in for them individually, as far as like, you know, being in those situations before, you know, and knowing how to react and read in the playoffs with the intensity going up and all that. But the teammates got to believe in them, and it's a lot of different. And like I say, Embiid messes up his team the way he plays. So that's kind of hard.
Tell him why Embiid messes up his team. Because I say it all the time, but tell him why. Tell him why you feel Embiid messes up his team.
Embiid messes team up because the same reason I said earlier. You see what Joker's doing, and he's proven what the point that what we're making in reference to sacrificing the extra points for the win. And what I mean by that is I play ball, so I know if I'm trying to win, I know I could get an extra 10 for myself, but I'm gonna spread that out and get my teammates involved so we could get the win. Like I said earlier, that's a real thing. You know it. I mean, I keep going to that because that's just it's simple. It's not nothing. I don't want to say Embiid is selfish. He don't even need the extra points. Like, what is he trying to do? Like, is he betting on his own points on FanDuel? I don't understand it because you costing your team the series. Yeah. Brunson is going off, but he's making the right read.
It's hard. I mean, I just let me ask.
Call Gilly up. Everybody at Gilly right now. Come up here, Gilly.
When you watch these games, at any point are you nervous?
About what?
Like watching the Knicks. Are you at any point are you nervous? We be down by 8. You like, all right, down by 8. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like we never felt like that before. We be on.
But
niggas
be honest about it though. Like I said a few minutes ago, these games are close. And it's a ball roll. It's a ball
playoffs, though.
But listen to what I'm trying to say. No, I don't feel nervous, but I know it's a ball bounce. To where if you hear some people's prediction, they felt like Knicks in 7. I don't like that. Why I'm saying that is because no, listen what I'm saying. Why I'm saying I don't like that is because anybody can win in a game 7. This is basketball. Then you see what the Heat did to Boston the other night. Then the Heat came out and got their ass smacked. The next game.
That was game 7. That was game 7.
And then remember what the Magic did to the Cavs? They beat them by 40. What if that was a game 7?
Well, hold on. Be careful what you wish for, ladies and gentlemen. That's a perfect example of the Cavs wanting to play that team, thinking they had an easy catwalk. That's what y'all asses get. Now it's things out there saying Donovan Mitchell might be hurt.
And I'm gonna get to that. That's gonna be what we're gonna go.
Yeah, finish.
But that's a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll see.
No, but I'm saying what you said about Embiid. I think a lot of his problems is maybe sometimes how a player could care too much, and I think that's his problem. You know what I mean? And I think it hurts him because he worries about what people say about him to the point of if it reflects, it impacts your game. And when we talking about backstage, if you hurt, don't fucking play. The minute you step on that basketball court, there's no excuses. We ain't do no fucking excuse. How the fuck we gonna give him an excuse for being hurt? And that's our own players. We can give another player an excuse for being hurt.
The man is limping with 50, bro.
That's
making no excuse.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
so
if I drop 50, bro, if I got 50 in the playoffs, bro, if I drop 50 in the playoffs, bro, if I drop 50 in the playoffs, and I lose a game like that, bro, it's just basketball. That's what I was trying to say, bro. It's a ball bounces that could have went the opposite way and we lose. If you watching these games, you see what's happening, bro. And I always mention the ball guards and I always talk about certain things. It's certain years where it could be, yeah. And the reason what made me want to say that now is because you've been saying, and I've been saying too, people could get hurt. Because when you used to say, we could do this and we could do that, and I'd be like, yo, L, pump your brakes. And I used to be like, but L, I agree with you because of the fact that people can
Anything
get
can
hurt.
happen. Anything can happen.
And that's where we are now. And I feel like I don't want to get too ahead of myself personally, even though I can have the discussion. But when I'm off of the discussion, I don't think like that. I don't be in my mind saying, oh, we got to win this Eastern Conference. I don't think like that. Because to me personally, I feel like not that we overachieved, but the shit that we doing as a fan that's been a fan this long,
Feel good.
And had to hold my head down, even though I was a dude that would never take off my Knick hat. That's like a dude tucking a chain. You taking off your hat, bro? I know people that did that. We was that bad at one time. So one thing about me, bro, we was bad. I never used to hide my Knick gear. You know what I'm saying? I should still have Knick jackets and represent. And dude, I used to take slander, like be at family functions, you know, and people used to make fun of me because of my team. Knicks ain't shit. You know, that's easy for people to say. Family and friends, they know you a Knicks fan. Yo, Knicks ain't shit, bro. They ain't never gonna be good. How you still a fan of them? I'm like, yo, bro, who you a fan of? And now I think
bandwagon, yeah.
Some of them people went through the back door. They back a fan. Yeah, I'm just loyal. I just wait till we got good. I ain't gonna be a Lando. I ain't moving to Florida.
And that's why I feel even better. I feel even better to sit down and watch these games. Not so much knowing that your team is gonna win, but knowing that your team is gonna compete. And I think that what gives us all satisfaction at the end of the day.
Have a good chance to win.
We have a good chance. We know that we're going to compete to the very, 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 very end. They proved that in game 2. They're going to compete until the very, very end. And I think that's what gives us excitement and knowing that we just have a chance, because we may not be the most talented team. We may not be the biggest team. We may not be the strong, but we're going to go out there and we're going to compete each and every night. And I think that's what gravitated. I mean, listen, the world is talking about the Knicks. You know what I mean? When you got guys like Stephon Marbury talking about and saying the same thing because they feel it. They can't stay away from the Knicks. Melo can't. It's like you just drawn to. You got John Starks
they all
traveling.
Love the Knicks. Yo, bro, Brunson want to be a Knicks fan. Brunson want to be a Knick because when he was little, Melo,
of course, yeah,
Marbury, all of them. Hold on, let me take a break for a second. I'm about to bring somebody in. I just want to play the intro right quick. Let them check out the intro. You know what I'm saying? We got J Boogie song on there. New intro. Check it out.
Y'all know the phrase. That's what shots being made. All the shots that win the game. Fourth quarter, it's crunch time. The game's on the line. The real players, they shine. I might bring with the flow. In case you didn't know. Fourth quarter, it's crunch time. The game's on the line. The real players, they shine. This, that on the sideline with the game talk. I'm so clever and smooth, I bring the game talk. You know me, they call me a Mr. Middleman. If I ain't with Clyde, it's Doris Burke, ESPN. This, that flow game coverage, what announcers do. Customized double bank, Steph Curry, my shoe. I'm on to another season with my colleagues. I'm broadcasting this info on your TV.
Woo! Let's go. Bring him in. The man from backstage, J Bull. What's good, bro? That banger, boy. How you like that, Joy? Woo! Well, let me get you some applause,
bang.
Man. Bang, 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 bang. What's good, Book? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great, man.
For the love.
For the love.
For the love.
Forever. Not just for the love. That's forever love, man. We got forever brothers right here, man. Forever Knick fans. You can put the 4 symbol up in so many phrases, man. For the game we just won. For the number 4 game, we took it and brought it back to the crib. The 4 is everywhere, man. Shout out to y'all brothers, man. Shout out to everybody watching. Hope you're hitting that like button, subscribe, sharing, you know what I'm saying? Doing what you got to do, but share the content for these brothers right here, man. Shout out to y'all, man. What's happening, man? How y'all feeling, man?
What's good, bro? Now we just trying to
say put the fires up if you like that intro.
We say, hey, trying to
dissect. New, please hit the subscribe button, man. We only 15 away from getting 1,000. You know what I mean? We ain't stressing it, but I had to say it. I gotta keep saying it. So we only need 15 new people to smash that button. Either you watching now or you watching later. Check it out, man. Because I'm gonna just start hitting that live button, man. It's so exciting now. I ain't gonna front. We just start hitting that live button. So.
Oh, well, y'all hear?
I just go upstairs in my house and we going live, man. L, you better come. You coming. Yo, boy, where you at? Let's get it. Oh, y'all coming.
I just can't believe it. You can't explain it, right? You know, I always like the reference. Y'all always hear me talk about baseball because that's I love baseball. So y'all hear me talk about the Yankees. When you have a player like Brunson, reminds me of when Derek Jeter came to the Yankees, right? It was a bunch of no names, right? It was a bunch of little engines that could but they always found the way to win, and they won chips behind that. It wasn't until they started going after the big name. That's why I always say everybody to pump their brakes on getting that superstar. Sometimes you don't need a superstar will tear your team up. Look at Phoenix. They got swept, y'all. Pay attention. Stop trying to shoot for the stars. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to stay, huh?
They said Denver said that Minnesota was the toughest component against them last season, but nobody really paid attention to that.
Paid attention. See what I'm saying? See?
And they said that Rudy Gobert and Anthony Towns can't play together. So that's in reference to your point you was making earlier about narratives, how they put that out there. And actually Towns and Son brought that up yesterday. Edwards brought that up at the press conference, right? The post game. And what was so dope about it, they also tried to paint the narrative that those guys didn't get along. Karl Anthony Towns couldn't stop smiling. He was doing it so much, he kind of was weighing me out. He looked like a goofy a little bit, but he was just so happy and was showing love. So I wanted to give him a pass, but he was looking a little goofy. But they get along. What I really got from it, besides the goofy side of him, he really cool with Son for him to say what he was saying about a younger kid. And you wanted to be that type of player in the NBA. He's saying like, the future's so bright for this kid. He got to put his shades on, and he's smiling, showing, like I'm happy for him though.
I love it.
And what else is so dope about it? It goes into our point and what we are talking about the game where it's at right now. If people don't understand why Phoenix got swept with all that talent that you guys think that y'all still want to bring on our roster, which should be crazy. It should not make any sense to anybody with basketball sense, because the game is changing to where Booker will have to play how players with a less level play to make him play that position. He's not a point guard. So you're taking away some of his power trying to make him there. So the point what I'm saying is you would lead them type of guys where they are, because we winning with guys who are happy with their roles and are succeeding in their roles, because it's only one basketball. And another great point is, all these narratives they put out about those Booker, Gobert and Towns can't play together, and Towns didn't get along with Edwards. And when you see the outcome, all that was people on the outside looking in. And I'll give Towns credit for really taking a passenger seat and recognizing how much talent he really is playing alongside on the court. Because when you a high-level player, it take a lot for you to say, nah, this kid better than me. And another last thing I'm going to say, I'm going to pass it. He was bigging up Towns in the post game crazy too, though. Like, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have won. I was having a bad game. Nobody could stop him. So to me, bro, I just feel like for them young guys to be giving each other credit and playing together the way they did, that's another sign of where the NBA is going, more team, because he didn't have a great first half. His team stepped up. Daniels and them other guys that y'all don't know about. I play 2K. I know about all them players. I can't watch every game, but I know about all the players.
Hey, I agree. Team ball is the way where it's at. It's showing you.
And that's
the we can. Yeah, Bugs, what you got?
Got Bugs.
Yeah, just to feed off, what I'm saying, what y'all chefing and what you cooking, fans and media gonna always paint their own picture. When you have multiple all-star guys, coming together, the chemistry doesn't fit. It don't lock right off rip, you know what I'm saying? And while they're trying to figure it out, fans and media twist the narrative and say they're not getting along. Same thing happened with Julius and Brunson. When they were striving to figure it out, some of the fan base and media, they was mixing up like them guys can't get along, you know what I'm saying? But what they're doing is trying to figure out. Of course, when you get together at the beginning, you're not going to play like you've been together all that time type basketball, whereas, both of you going to shine. And then somebody has to be the bigger picture, like Russell Westbrook. Somebody has to be the bigger picture and say, okay, I'm going to fall back and y'all do this and do that. And I'm cool enough enough to do this. Another situation is like, when LeBron and Josh and Wade, they all got together. You know what I'm saying? You had Wade and you had LeBron to say, okay, let's fall back on the money, me and you, and let Josh get more of the money because we got more endorsements. Somebody's going to always have to fall back in those type situations. And Phoenix is unfortunate. They ain't had the chance to do that. All them guys got together when all them had that big money already in their pockets. So the thing was, somebody needed to fall back on that team. And now ain't nobody fall back, so the whole squad got to fall back. You eliminated, you swept, you dustpan, you up out of here easy. Me personally, I don't even want to see now one of them guys on the Olympic team. You don't deserve to be on the Olympic team. You know what I'm saying? Same thing about Embiid. Don't put him on the Olympic team. You don't deserve to be on the Olympic team. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's new faces, it's new crowds, it's new ballers coming in, and it's time to move on from some of these older guys. Let the new generation come on and carry the torch. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm talking
Y'all,
about,
y'all
Bugs.
had y'all turn, y'all had y'all time. You know what I'm saying? Torch has been passed on to y'all guys. LeBron, what are you waiting on? Who are you passing this torch on? It's up to you. Kobe gave it to you. You got to pass this torch on and stop Father Time in it. You know what I'm saying? Let the young generation come in. It's new faces in here. You got two new faces over here in the East battling. It's Tatum, but also Brunson is showing that I'm capable of being the face in the East too. So give Edwards his, his photograph. You know what I'm saying? Don't just picture it. Put it in a frame and put it on the wall, because over there in the West right now, he just showed you I'm that guy over here, and we're just getting started. And I don't need to be in a big market to let my game speak for itself. And that goes a whole lot even further. When guys is doing it outside of a bigger market and you get noticed throughout the whole media and everything, then it's your time, it's your turn. And it's real dangerous. Denver, you're gonna be in a dangerous situation come round two playing against them guys. You know what I'm saying? They got some guys they can play y'all very close. They are the number one ranked defensive team, you know what I'm saying? But us, man, right here, right now, I feel beautiful about what's happening with the Knicks. I feel really, really confident about what's happening with the Knicks, because Worldwide L said it best. Team together, everybody always matter. Anytime you got a team, that team basketball can beat any individual or all-star type given basketball. And that's what happened with Minnesota and Phoenix. That team basketball eliminated three superstar tandems, you know what I'm saying, that at the end of the season, they're going to have to tear that down some kind of way, figure it out, because that new collective bargain is coming in. But we don't have those issues. We don't have them problems, you know what I'm saying? We good over here. We know who's our general. We know who's our leader, and we following his lead, and we allow him to make mistakes more than anything. And your people talk about, do he shoot too much and all this and that? He's supposed to take them shots, because from the last game we got eliminated against Miami, the next to the last possession, he realized that point is, I'm not passing up them crucial time. I'm willing to miss and make mistakes. And till you can realize you're willing to miss a shot, you can't make a big time shot. So that's why big time shots was falling for this guy, because he was willing to take them earlier. A lot of like Kobe Bryant shooting air balls and all that. I'm willing to take the shots, and they're not going now. Okay, I will grow into making these shots later on. But I'm happy with the squad, man. Right now, we don't win on the road, hostile environment over there. You know what I'm saying? In Philly, doing what they saying we can't do. So many narratives is coming out, you know what I'm saying? And I thought we was done with the females. I got Dawn Staley now joining the female WNBA. They going against the Knicks and all that. Sit down. We know you for Philly, but get out the way. Don't be like all these other ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you
Enjoy a
saw
good
Iverson
basketball
face?
game.
Saw Iverson and Dr. J face? They was
Man,
tight.
they know what time it was. They was over there not saying, don't even put the camera on me.
Yo, he didn't get caught in that game. He wasn't. He stood up periodically when they did a dope play, but he knew that he know talent. He know what he was watching.
You just got his face. The camera got his face, and oh my.
Yeah.
Iverson looked like he wanted to go and suit up, man.
Yeah, you know what he
Don't put it
watching.
over me.
You know what you watching, hard. You know, like you say that a ball, a bounce here, a bounce there, right? But unfortunately, it was more than a bounce here and a bounce there.
Now, that's not taking away from nobody's performance, though. When I say that, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the game, the last 5 minutes when it's close like that, you know what I'm saying? And on top of it, we get the credit because we in their house. It's harder. It's we're not taking no credit away from us. when I say that.
Yeah, I
for
know
sure, because we on the road. It's just playoff basketball and it's NBA basketball. Where yo, bro, I give you a great example. You seen what Middleton did, and the other day, and them other games that's going on. This is the best. If you not watching this, you missing out. I'm not just talking about our series, bro. It's crazy, bro.
I've been watching.
I'm talking about, bro, the way Edwards went up and dunked on son. I'm talking about in the last minute of the game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying y'all ain't see certain games, but I'm saying so many games, bro. So, Middleton hit all them threes. They was down 3
and
with 2 seconds left. No, I don't know. I'm talking about the other game he played when Dame played with him. Yo, bro,
that was game 1.
Crazy. Whatever game that was, so many games going on, but bro, it's very good games going on.
No, it is.
It's very exciting.
It's the changing of the guard. That's what I'm saying. When you see Anthony Edwards and you see Brunson and these dudes, this is and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's not forget about what they're
saying that since last year.
They're on the verge of sweeping their series too. So let's not forget about them up there, the number 1 seed in the West. Let's not forget about
Shai been doing this though. Shai been doing this.
They didn't win no playoff series. They didn't win no playoff series. So this is the first time these guys. This is the first time that these guys taking the next step.
You saying right now? You see what you're saying right now? That's what I be trying to tell you when you be wondering why they not putting Brunson in that conversation yet. You saying that it's a conspiracy?
No, but I try to tell
you that's the same thing.
But I try to tell you,
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did the same thing. Hold on, listen. Let me just say that I didn't finish my point because you may address it wrong. Let me just say clearly, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did the same thing, and they may have looked at it the same way you just said it. He didn't win a playoff series, so that's why it was swept under the rug. So when you say the Brunson situation, right, it's the same thing. He haven't did nothing yet, and that's why I said that to you earlier. That's all I wanted to clarify what I said.
Between Brunson and him, he has done it before. He has been to the Western Conference Finals. He has been out the first round.
Nah, not the same, bro. No. We talking about when you was the man on the team. Even though no. Luka was hurt. I know what you're trying to say. Luka was hurt.
Okay,
he had to step up. He was not. This proves that now he can own his team. That's different. This is not the same. Hold on, listen. Let me just clarify so you can answer me clear. This performance he's giving you is better than what he was doing then, bro. This is the full form coming. This is the full form. That was it developing. That's why he didn't get the opportunity. And guess what? We lucky that Mark Cuban dropped the bag on that, because if he would have been showing more, they would have paid him. And they were trying to lowball him, maybe because they knew what he could do, and they tried to lowball him. But he's a family member with the NBA and Knicks, so you can't lowball him. Leon Rose and them is agents. His son is an agent. You can't lowball him. So Mark Cuban dropped the ball.
Yeah, he dropped the ball.
Oh my God, that guy's so good. I seen the interview. Think
about this. Who traded for Luka Doncic? Who had him, right? So teams gonna drop the ball. You understand what I'm saying? Like Atlanta had him. They traded for him and Trae Young. They traded
him and Trae Young. Yeah.
Right. So Atlanta had him. Atlanta had the goose.
But that's your hood. You always say they ain't worth shit. Al, come on.
I'm just saying.
I expect them to do.
I say that from a financial standpoint. You know what I mean? I say that from this is not a basketball city standpoint. That's the reason why I say that.
That's why they let Luka go. Luka was a more expensive project. Luka's a commodity. That's why they let him go. So Dallas, Mark Cuban and Luka is a perfect match.
No, but you only gonna get the money. You only gonna get the money is the same. The money is the same, right? So it's not like
that, but it's not really the same. If you go, let me tell you why it's not the same. You got Mark Cuban own this organization, and we already know who he is. So you comparing him and this team to a team that you saying sucks on the business side and money side too, because they're not doing good business, right? Because they're not paying nobody. They just keep offing people. So that's the thing right there. Like him going to Dallas,
the NBA can let
because basically you wasting Luka's time, and he's a world star. He's on his way of being a world star. So y'all better off, just because y'all have this pick, y'all better off doing Trae Young. He's undersized and all that stuff.
But who's to say that Luka couldn't have that same effect in Atlanta and change the dynamic and change the landscape of how
he would have pulled out.
So that's what I'm saying. So imagine a play. The reason why people don't show up because you have a player like Trae Young. You understand what I'm saying? To tell you the truth, he's not very entertaining to watch. He doesn't play no defense. He doesn't do the
Mark
little things.
Cuban knew
He
what
doesn't
you
do the little
know.
things. He doesn't do the little things that make you excited to come watch him play. You understand what I'm saying? That just to me, when I'm watching his game, I
Here
don't
you
see.
go again, Al.
I see those games. Now I see those Atlanta games because I'm right here. It's
Come
coming
on,
on
bro.
TV.
He don't play good enough to make you want to watch him. That's not.
Hell no. Hell no.
I look. Let's be fair. Let me just say this. I think he do.
I'm keeping it.
Look.
That's my word. That's my word.
I think it's just the energy. Listen,
he don't play basketball the right way. To me, he don't get his teammates involved.
I think it's because of the Hawks fans.
Well, I don't know if it's
energy. I'm just the energy. I think he does play good. Remember, like Trae Young is the same guy that sent us home not too long ago. See, they just spit on Trae Young not too long ago when he beat us.
I didn't want to play the Indiana Pacers in the first round because of that reason and that reason right there. You don't want to play a team that has nothing, like, oh, we're not supposed to be here, that has nothing to lose, and just to go full tilt. Now the lights get brighter. Now when Atlanta went there, they caught fire because they were so hyped about beating us. They caught fire. You understand what I'm saying? That's what Miami did last year. They caught fire.
Oh, whatever it takes, bro. Whatever it takes. Like any kind of little momentum in the playoffs. Absolutely right. So what I see with Trae Young is that he's not the kind of player. And we in Atlanta. Look, I see. Shout out to Esgar. Esgar in the building. He could tell you that no one is like, they be like, oh, Atlanta Hawk fans talk about Trae Young. That's the thing. And I hear them talk about him. I'm like, nah, you understand what I'm saying? I be trying to like play devil's advocate, like, nah, what you mean? He mad nice. Yo, Trae Young get big. They be like, straight up. No matter how I defend them. And I try to do it to get something out of them. And it don't work. Trae Young, one of the best players they ever had, bro. Tell me who better than Trae Young that they had. Come on, I'll wait.
Well, he's probably one of the best players, but he hasn't been on the best team that they had. I'll say it like that. And because he's that kind of player, he'll never be on that. He'll never have a team like that in Atlanta because he's that kind of player.
Yeah, because he's that kind of player. They getting a player that when they have a bad record, he's coming out in the draft, top draft pick. But the only reason why I say that is because Trae Young, he's got to be like a good player. He's not a good team player. He's more of a selfish player, but he's not like, see, I don't think when I say Atlanta, they best player, they have some good players. When you look at it, it's like, damn, who else they really had? So why I say that to you in that sense is, who do the Hawks compare him to as a Hawk fan?
Probably
only Dominique. And they not even the same type of
team when they had Joe Smith and Horford and them guys, and they had all that team. They had a team then, but when they went up against the big boy, they didn't have a closer. They had a good team, but they didn't have a closer. And I think that's what separates the Knicks from a lot of other teams. You got to be able to have a closer when it comes down to playoff basketball. You got to say, my team is going to take me there, and I'm going to take y'all to the finish line. And that's what we saw yesterday. We saw a team take a player there, help a player there, because he sure enough got busy the whole game, and he took us home.
I got a question for y'all. When you finish,
when you looked at Philly, and it was multiple opportunities for Maxey, and I like Maxey. Real quick, Maxey hit the weights this season, baby. Hit the weights. Hit the weight room. You know what I mean? You get manhandled by Deuce every time he guards you. Hit the weight room because I like you as a player. You know what I mean? But you seen them dwindle, not knowing what to do, be indecisive. You had what's my man name? The old dude. Kyle Lowry shooting threes. You had Lowry, and I told you about what you call it. He can't do both. Hard when we talked about that, we both like Kelly Oubre Jr., but he can't. It's hard to do both. So something's gonna suffer. So he played. He scored yesterday.
It's points.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So he scored yesterday.
But he had one bad game out of all of them, or like how many? He didn't have all of those games. He didn't score 15 points? I look at the stats.
You know, the first two games he didn't score. That he didn't have them kind of games like he had yesterday. You know what I mean? And then game 3, he had a sort of kind of game like he had yesterday. So it's kind of trending towards that way. But when you look at that, that's when Brunson started to go off at the same time. So I say that to say, like, you gotta know what the kind of players you got. You know what I mean? Like OG, when he came out, he was really aggressive in that first half. And because the Knicks came out there aggressive, it paid dividends in that fourth quarter because Embiid had nothing because they made him guard them. They made him play defense in the perimeter. They made him have to defend shots that he couldn't defend. So he just gave up. But he had to move. You know what I mean? He had to move. And anytime you got to move, it's putting more pressure on that leg. And that's what they did. And then came fourth quarter because they didn't have anything else from anybody else. Kelly Oubre Jr. wasn't hitting the shots no more. Tobias Harris wasn't hitting the shots. Kyle Lowry was nowhere to be found since game one. So he been MIA. Platoon ain't been in the playoffs. He ain't been in this series since he came from Miami. And everybody kind of knew that. A player that averaged 5 points, like what more you gonna do? You had what you call a catch fire, but that shit ceased. He only had 3 points yesterday. He was all like he was the Energizer Bunny, Cameron Payne. Like you gotta have quality. You gotta have when you building a team. This is how you build a team. When you look around the league, you look at the Minnesota, you look at the Denver, you look at the Knicks, you look at the OKCs. You know what I mean? This is how you build a team. You build a team for long-term success. Boston is built for win now. They're not built for long-term success because of the kind of players that they got. They got old players. But you know what? Boston kind of fucked themselves over.
Boston is good to win now.
They playing to win now. They playing to win now. They're not built for long-term success.
They young though.
Guys. No, but they core around them. They core is young, but the people around them is not young. You understand what I'm saying?
Who? The 3 stars on that team is young. Oh, you never
Porzingis, Drew Holiday. He's at the end. He may be a good defender, but he's at the end.
Now you don't got to count Holiday. They just pay Holiday because he deserved it because he's a two-way player. But and the bargaining. But you really just gonna look at Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis. And what I honestly could say, I see Brown playing better with Tatum. Like I used to see when Brown used to just try to look off Tatum for no type of reason. And I see him stop that. Hopefully, I mean, I don't care nothing about them figuring that out right now. I just wish them the best. I want to beat them, take them out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get this shit
try to get on the blueprint,
like, huh? Yeah. But I did notice the fact that they're playing better together in reference to what you were saying. Those 3 guys are young. And all they have to do is build around those 3 guys. We have to get 3 solid guys, at least one more guy, far as, you know, on that level. And I think because of the fact why to be good for us is because the players we have are role players and they're good with it. So if you bring in a 2 guard that's guaranteed to be able to help with the scoring, that's good. If it ain't Randall, it should be Randall. With Randall, that's enough with the squad that we have. I would not bring in nobody who just lost or nobody. The question I want to pose to y'all is, look, do you think the Knicks need a tough guy? Like, do you think, and why I'm asking that is because I don't like the way Embiid try to do and the way dudes that try to approach him, the way they approached him. You know what I mean? I felt like OG went over there like, come on, man, let's just chill, man. You know, it's just basketball, man. Like, if you gonna go over there like that, OG, go walk over there by Tibbs. We come from an era where Van Gundy gonna grab your leg. You know what I'm saying? So DD went over there. You know what I mean? They ain't respecting DD like that. They don't think DD gonna swing on nobody. I'm just giving you, look, like you always like to say, this is my perspective.
What?
Yo, bro, let me tell you why I'm saying this. Yo, L, I'm from the streets. Yo, L, we from the hood where we took that train to Brooklyn to go play Housing Authority in Queensbridge, the Navy Yard, different places. So I'm recognizing street stuff. Embiid said, what you gonna do about it? And look them in his face. So that's why I'm imposing this question. If PJ Tucker or some type of goon was on our team, he don't even got to take up a lot of minutes.
Yeah, Books, what you got?
Embiid is not doing that. Am I right or wrong, Books? The right goon on this roster is Embiid acting like that, bro. He asking people what they're going to do about it after he broke Mitch's ankle. He pulled Mitch's leg from the ground. That was a wrestle move, bro. That was a straight up wrestling move, bro. Yo, please hit the like and the subscribe, bro. If you not, check if you subscribe. Hit the like button if you just came in. Shout out Keyshawn, the Pope, whoever else I ain't seen in a while, Billy Goat. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Books, my bad. I got hype remembering that shit, bro.
Yeah, it just depends on what type of person you bring it in. You know what I'm saying? Can he play bully ball, finesse ball, smart ball? Not just here just to do something cowardly dumb. Because that's what the refs and everybody was looking for us to do, and we tricked them. That threw them off balance. They just knew we was going. They just knew they had technicals coming out for us, and they didn't use none of that. You know, Philly, they faking. MB faking. They using MB using his last tactics because he's on his last leg. He's screaming out for help any kind of way. That's not in his game. So what he's doing, you know, that man, nobody thinking about that. But to me, when Brunson ran up on him on some like, you know, as you speak back in the day in the park, you used to play ball in the park, dude hit you across your jaw like that, you'd be like, yo, you do that again, I'm gonna punch you in your face. That's the same mentality, but on a smarter level that Brunson did to MB when he walked on and said, yo, what's that about? What you doing? We respect you. What's that about? Play good ball. That's what we here for. And he walked away and turned around because he knew he got punked. In a respectful way.
Say it again, Boots.
He got punked in a respectable way. And if you notice,
I thought Brunson said, that's what we doing? Oh, that's what we doing? And then he went ballistic on him.
Yeah, Brunson told him,
whatever he did turn away, he got punked. And the rest of the game, he scored 1 point. You know what I'm saying? He got shut down because shout out to Tom. Shout out to Tom. You want to get your big ass out from in the paint, play on the perimeter, play like you're a small forward. I'm gonna put the best perimeter small forward on you. That's what you call getting punked.
Precious Achua, right?
Let me see your footwork.
He put OG on him. That was it.
Let me see your footwork.
Right. He put OG on, the best perimeter player on our team. Since you want to play perimeter basketball, you don't want to play in his paint. I got you.
That was a chess move.
That was chess move. That was chess move. And shout out to Tom. I ain't got to pull my chess moves in game 3. Let me see if y'all can beat us first. We beat you in game 1. You know, game 2, that was a reverse game of the Indiana Pacers that we won. We should have lost, but we won it anyway. Now let me see if you can beat us. We're going to continue playing our same game. What can you do to play and beat us before I make a chess move? Okay, B, drop 50. Do it again. Drop another 50 with that. Pull your knee brace up. Drop another 50. He can't do it. The squad was completely wearing him down. Even if they would have won, he wouldn't have been able to finish this series. Because they was wearing him down. Look at him. He couldn't even move. He's screaming for help. You know you out of control. What are you doing pressing Brunson? Pressing Brunson. He's out of control. You out of here. He got no mind frame. Man, shout out to the team. But can we use another guy that can come in the game and you know what I'm saying, be a tough defensive player from coming off that bench that add more fire and fuel to this squad? Yes, we can. But also, we don't want you just to come out there on a rah-rah. You got to be able to play smart and thinkable basketball. And that's what we doing. We outsmarting and outthinking them when they think he's going to do one thing. We flipped the script on and did something totally different, but still in our same game plan. And they ain't got no game plan. That's why I showed up. And I told people about Nick Nurse. He's a fake coach. He did not raise Van Fleet. He did not raise OG. He did not raise Pascal Siakam. That was my man Jerry Stackhouse down in the G League that brought them guys up and got them in as champions. And when they came to the league and they got ready, you know what I'm saying? And I can't remember the black coach that was there, but had them guys. When they got rid of him, they should have gave that job to Jerry Stackhouse. That's what they should have done because they was used to him and they worked with him in the G League. You know what I'm saying? So Nurse, he ain't got no understanding what's going on. You think he is, but Tom is out coaching that man. He's Tom. Not too many times we say Tom is out coaching somebody, but Tom's learning coaching against some of the best, and it's showing up right now. And you got to be in great condition and great shape.
Like a nervous
with us right now, man.
He look like a nervous nurse.
Guys that can play 45 minutes. You got to be able to play 45 minutes. When Tom doing 45 minutes up there at the scores table, only time he sit down is when they call a timeout and using that clipboard. I'm standing up. My squad, you better be ready to go. Man, shout out to the team, man.
Yo, the thing I see with Nick Nurse, right? And I'm gonna give Nick Nurse his props. One thing I liked about him when they won on their championship run books, he did make adjustments. You know what I mean? But with that team, like you said, it might credit to the Stackhouse and all them dudes. He had the personnel to make the right adjustment. He doesn't have that with this team. You understand? So right now you being out coached because you don't have the kind of talent. You can't hit on your last man on the bench and tell him go out there and do what Precious Achula did last night. You don't have that kind of talent on your team. You just don't. You know what I mean? That's the reason why it's not being done. That's the reason why he could leave Precious Achua in there for the whole fourth quarter. And think about it, Hartstein, that's his starter. Now right. You good. We good. Dante DiVincenzo, the big ragu on the bench.
Right.
You know what I mean? He a sniper. He's your sniper. So it's the reason why Tibbs is able to do that, because we have our team is overall better than the Sixers. He doesn't have that. You know, he's trying to mix and match. And to me, it's like you mixing and matching with the wrong personnel. I'm not gonna say it on air because I don't want to give them no insight, because you never know who might be listening to what we do. But there's other players on that bench that if I know I'm 3-1, I'm trying to tap into everybody. When I was 2-1, I would have been tapping into all them guys. You know, you bringing cats in the game that's not really effective. You don't see the Knicks doing that. You're not bringing. That's why the reason why Burks didn't get off the bench yesterday. We're not bringing cats in the game that's not effective into what we're doing. If you out there, make your presence known. Now, Precious, you got to hold on to the fucking ball, my nigga. You just got to, because a lot of them baskets that you missed could have made this game a lot more easy yesterday. That's all I'm saying. Just hold on, just grab the ball and finish the way you're supposed to be finished. All that flip-flopping with the ball, don't do that. I need you to score when you out there. I need
that's
you to nerves.
Score. That's nerves. World. I said it before. You know, when it's summer, it's summertime. It's summertime. It's summertime. It's 105 degrees outside, and your neighborhood got a pool in it. Well, you go to the pool, why you got to touch the water when it's 105 degrees? You know what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. He's touching the water. He's not used to being in this type of position, but then he got comfortable and relaxed once Tom, talked to him. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get thrown out there in a hostile environment, a pivotal game 4, when, you know what I'm saying, it's sold out and you out there and they're looking for you to make a difference because your center's on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once he got comfortable and relaxed, he was able to do, make some noise, in his presence of his game. And another one quick thing when we talking about Nurse, because hey yo, shout out to James Harden. Shout out to James Harden. I rock with you, because James Harden jammed that team up. They might be in conditions of winning the championship. Shout out to my man James Harden for taking his time, holding them up and everything about that money situation, because he was going to get Van Fleet. He was going to get Van Fleet, point blank. Van Fleet was going to Philly, but he took too long trying to figure out what he was going to do and what they were going to do. Van said, yo, let me go get my money. Y'all playing games over there. I ain't got time to wait for James Harden. Because if they'd have got Van Fleet over there and put him in the backcourt with Maxey, that'd have been a different situation, because I promise you, they would have went and got OG or went and got Pascal Siakam. I know for a fact. But being that, Van Fleet went somewhere, that messed up, they jammed them up, and then nobody else wanted to make a move with them, you know what I'm saying? But they got a lot of money under their cap, whereas they could do a lot of things come this season. But I don't think nobody's gonna want to go over there and rock with MB, right now, because MB's help is not all to that great. But shout out to him, trying to be a warrior, trying to, thug it out, but you're just not warrior enough. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got that Josh Hart over there. You got to be a Terminator. Josh is the Terminator. I don't care nothing about you, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be whining. You can't be crying, going to the police and all that there. Ain't nothing wrong with you. We don't do that over here. We going to beat you how we going to beat you. We ain't going to the commission. We ain't wondering why you ain't suspended. None of that. Get your ass back on this gym floor, and we're going to do some more damage to you. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shout out to the squad doing what they doing, man. Everybody rocking, man. Shout out to everybody that was on the bus that got on like that Spike Lee journey, went out to game 3 out there. Shout out to everybody that turned back around, went back to that building, you know what I'm saying, and took over that building. You got people throwing jerseys over. The AI statue looked like a microphone stand, man. That's crazy how y'all did that man like that, man.
But
and
all like that though, Bugs, right? They all like that though. So that's the things like we saw it, but they all the rest of them is like that. So it's
man,
like
look at Rocky, man. Look at Rocky.
Yo, hold on for a second. Hold on. Yo, Pope, show your face if that's you, man.
They say we everywhere.
That's
we
what
all over the place. If you don't see us, that means you ain't nowhere.
That's one of the things that I was like, even wife was saying, she was like, they down in Philly? They down in, I was like, yeah, you don't hear that shit? I said, look at that, they down in Philly.
That's my guy, Pope. All right, that's him.
They down in
Pope.
Philly. You understand what I'm
Pope,
saying?
what up, Pope? Happy New Year. I ain't see you in a while.
Hey, well, I can't hear nothing. Hold on.
My Cali Connect.
I can't
Yo,
hear
Pope,
nothing.
man.
Let me come out.
Yo,
I'm gonna go out and come back in. I can't hear nothing.
All right.
Yeah, JJ said that was yo, JJ. I've never seen that in all my years. I'm 47. So in all my years of watching basketball, especially playoff time, that's why I want to separate playoff from the regular season. You can't even get a playoff ticket, let alone have a visiting team dominate the home team like that. Like I've never ever seen nothing like that. I've never seen nothing like that. And I got it. And if I'm at Joel Embiid, I gotta feel some kind of way. But I gotta look myself in the mirror and how did I let this happen? Not how did Philly, I'm disappointed in the fans. No, be disappointed in yourself, homie. You the leader, you the captain of that ship. You supposed to demand that Philly come out. You supposed to be saying that. You sit there with your head down. I know you got the little ball palsy and all that, but you like, yo, we get you gotta do more than that, dog. You gotta do more. You gotta take my fans, y'all show up, y'all show out. That's what the Knicks players been doing. That's what everybody else players been doing to talk to the fan base.
He tried to do that, L. He tried to do that. He tried to line them up for a beautiful set, a beautiful story. When he's like, "Yeah, man, so we gonna win this series. I promise you, we gonna win this series. We're not going down like that." But you're talking to the wrong people, man. You're talking to a franchise that's hungry, ready to go, man. What up, Pope? I ain't gonna hold your entry up.
Man, what's going on, man? What's going on?
What's good, Pope? You
man,
down your last team down to their last little game. Your team down to their last little game.
Hey, listen. First of all, that ain't my team.
Give him some mojo because you my man. I'm gonna give him some mojo.
That's not my team.
I mean LeBron, man. LeBron, your man.
There, you know that ain't my man. That's Hardwell, man.
You went with Charlotte?
That's Hardwell. Nah, man.
Oh, he went into the other side of the building with the Clippers.
Yo, how you gonna let? You with the Clippers?
Nah, listen.
Look, that's like one of us becoming a Net fan, right? That's some crazy shit.
We listen to that, folks.
Yeah, no, we'll never do the Clippers, but I do support whatever LA team or Cali team is in there. I'm rolling with them. But like I said, me and the Lakers, we had to take a break while LeBron is over there. Ball spot Bron just ain't it. So we got to get rid of ball spot Bron. Become an organization. It's a LeBron-led Lakers. It's not really the Lakers. They allow him. That's why Magic did it moving, because they allowed this nigga to come in and run our program. See, that's the problem. Why females, you can't come running our program, bro. Jenny Butts need to go, for real. Her brother was doing a good job in all hindsight. If you really look at it, her brother, he drafted Julius Randle. He drafted Zubac. He drafted
Josh Hart,
Brandon Ingram,
Josh Hart.
No, that was Magic. That's so his was Zubac, Julius Randle, and Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, Clarkson. He snatched up Clarkson, and so when his sister took over and allowed Magic to come in and he picked up 3 other good pieces. See, we had a young core we could have took off with, but then you allow LeBron come in and I don't want the young core. Oh, you don't? Who you want? I want Anthony Davis. Yeah? You want the nigga that stay hurt and you want him? Yeah, get rid of it. So this where that's their fault. I had to take a break. Let me hold you.
They got a chip though. They got a bubble chip.
No, we don't count that.
I mean, he counted. LeBron counted. LeBron got excited about the end season tournament. You know what I mean? Stuff like that means something to him. You know, it means something to him. But let me ask you this:
at the end of the day, it's just basketball.
I read a story earlier, right? Pope, it's good that you came on because I read a story early. So Carly Champion tweeted out something that she was said, a good source of hers, that somebody contacted her. This was yesterday, and contacted her. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. When did they play? When did the Lakers play? When did the game that was
Tonight.
yesterday or Saturday? They played. Oh,
They
so that
played.
was Saturday.
They played. Yeah,
So that was
yeah,
Saturday
yeah.
game. So that was Saturday game. Okay, so Saturday game, they were saying that this was the last you'll see LeBron in the purple and gold. You know what I mean? This was from a source that she said, so that everybody started count. But when you look at it, it's like it should be his last game in the purple and gold, because we talked about early in the show, it's about changing of the guard. And if they don't recognize that, they're going to be like them other teams. They're going to be like the Phoenix Suns. Down, you just got swept because y'all afraid to let it go. The good players was great. Even Golden State, you got to let it go. You got to let it go. There's a time you got to start breaking the shit down and rebuilding to get where you was at before, because you can't hold on to these old players. You can't. You can't.
This is why I tip my hat off, bro, to OKC, Sam Presti and that staff over there, because they continue to draft right and continue to make the right decisions. Like, for you to get the Kevin Durant, then Russell Westbrook. See, nobody seen that Russell Westbrook coming out of UCLA. They didn't think he was gonna be like that when they drafted him. James Harden either out of Arizona State. I watched him in high school. So I'm like, okay, they're kind of the same place how it's gonna work, but it worked with Ibaka and so on and so forth. And then once Harden get too big and jump ship, they still made it work to where they went to the Western Conference Finals versus Golden State, had them 3-1. Now, so they still had a squad together, championship contenders. Then Kevin Durant do some, I don't know if I can cuss, but he do some whole shit and go over to Golden State. He run over there, do some LeBron shit. Let's say that he did some LeBron shit, went on over to Golden State Warriors, and then all they had was Russell Westbrook. But what they do, they didn't pout. They went and snatched up Paul George, made a trade, boom, get him in the building. And even though he only got 1 year left on his contract, get him in the building. We'll hope to re-sign him, even though we hear he want to go to L.A. But they end up re-signing him. Whoop. Then you got Kawhi saying, give him to me. And they – so I was kind of I didn't understand why they gave up Paul George when you just signed him for 4 years. But look what happens full circle. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, that's what they seen. They seen all the first-round draft picks and second-round draft picks Clippers was going to give them. Plus that youngster that led the Clippers, who was their next best player, was Patrick Beverly. Led them to the playoffs. I said, okay, they seen something nobody else seen, and they've been able to build off of them draft picks, and now this is what they got. The number one team that came out the West, and nobody respecting or expecting them to come out of the West. But you sleep.
The only thing that the OKC, they problem is being in that small market. Just imagine if they was in the big market, because they do everything the right way, hands down. And for the last 15 years, they've been doing it. They've been drafting right. It is that they don't have the bucks to keep the teams together. So hopefully they can do something to keep this team together. Because as a basketball fan, watching them young bloods over there, the Minnesotas, is good to watch them kind of teams play, because they play the game the right way. And it's exciting to see teams that play ball the right way, how we was brought up playing ball. You know what I mean? The term slaughter. Remember the term slaughter? When I slaughter team, and that's what LeBron, he started that shit with thinking that you need the 3 stars type of shit. But that it has proven that doesn't work. And now you see that it doesn't work even more. Like, the teams is getting swept about teams that just play the right way. They don't have the biggest name on the roster. They just go out there and play the game the right way, and it supersedes that. You had three stars last night, and them 3 stars couldn't carry you to 1 win. You couldn't carry you to 1 win, and y'all got swept.
Some teams got all stars. Some teams got all stars on them. But
it's a young man's league now.
The difference is
right. It is Pope.
The difference is like you said, it's playing right. It's playing right, but it's a collective. Get what I mean? Because when you look at other teams, some teams play that way, but they don't have enough, or their best player didn't learn enough. Like when you look at the Magics of certain teams, but that's another good example of the young guys on the rise again. But I remember saying this last season or a couple years, like, I see guys going out and new guys coming in, like how he started talking about LeBron, time for him to go and all that. it is time for a lot of guys to go. It's not only LeBron. LeBron is just one of them for sure. But what we seeing in real time is guys knock guys out that would have never let that happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Like if AD and them get swept tonight, they lost to the Nuggets 12 or 13 times. For Minnesota to sweep the Suns don't get another draft pick until 2030.
Yeah.
So you got to
That's
understand.
what my son.
Gotta,
He'll be
he'll be
my
a
son.
grown
They got
man
one.
by then, right?
They got one
It's
next year.
gonna
They
be
can't. They can't. It's every other year. They got one
Nigga
next
in
year.
6th grade
no,
right
they
now.
Yeah.
don't. What?
It's every.
So
You
look,
can't. They
Yeah,
don't
they
allow
can't.
the league don't. Yeah, the league don't allow you to trade back-to-back picks. So it's every other year. They don't
Bro,
allow you to do that no
bro.
more. Yeah.
We're
Oh yeah,
not
yeah.
talking
You
about
can
them
think
bullshit
Isaiah
picks.
Thomas for that shit. You can think Isaiah Thomas for that with the Knicks. They don't allow you to
Yo,
trade
bro.
back-to-back picks. Yeah.
Yo, bro. In reference to that point of it,
Mm-hmm.
what they need is a pick in the litter, bro. If
Yeah.
you understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because what we just was talking about was young guns. So the only reason you're gonna be able to do something with young guns is bring more young guns.
Yep.
And it's some young guns gonna come right into college cooking shit right away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, because a lot of dudes play right. Like we said, you don't gotta over exude yourself. You don't gotta do all that extra shit that you see players doing that they team ain't looking good behind it, like the Joel Embiids. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the Lakers, but the Lakers too. They not winning. Obviously, they not doing what they need to be winning. They buying into something that's not succeeding, and they getting
No,
beat
it's
by
all
a team.
celebrity. It's too much
Yeah, whatever.
entertainment.
No, that's the dynamic that you know about. But I'm just talking about you peeling the layers. I know you know
No,
about
I'm
that, but I'm
talking
talking
about the
about like,
whole league in general. It's all about
oh, what?
entertainment. The whole league. It's starting to become a soap opera, bro. Have
But
you
not
not
no
noticed?
more
This
though.
shit is
Look, let me
it's
tell
a
you why
fairy
it's
tale.
not.
It's whack,
Pope, let
bro.
me tell you why not no more. At one time, the refs would have kept Phoenix alive or some shit, bro. Just for KD. And I got a better example. Curry is home already, bro. Curry wouldn't have been home already if they was doing, bro. That shit is not going. They are not letting that shit. If you lose, you lost. I noticed
No,
that
no
when the
doubt.
Denver Nuggets won
No,
because nobody don't give a fuck about Denver. Once Denver won, I said it's over. All that fixing shit is basically going back to basketball and may the best team win.
May the best team
Nobody
win.
can help you now.
Yeah.
So look,
Yeah.
niggas don't
right,
care if you're
right.
gonna have 50. You're gonna have 50. We know that. Cool. But you're gonna lose. How many times we seen that story play out before? That means the
Shit,
same thing. You need a
I
whole
man had 61 we
team.
lost.
You need a whole
No,
team to win. And my last
right.
take before I pass is like I said earlier, down to you trickling out a couple extra assists, a role player guy like some of the guys like we have. All they need is a couple touches and they're gonna hustle harder. And that's what you need. Because you got him on one of the better players on the other team, right? Think about that. Go ahead. I'm gonna pass it. Go ahead, Pope.
Well, no, see, I didn't mean like they fixing games. I meant like as far as the storylines, the narratives. When you put all these superstars, since LeBron been doing it, that's how league been getting watered down. But if we all pay attention, it's the teams that's born breaded, the ones that they water the seeds, they grow from the Golden State Warriors taking over. They won more chips than the put together Miami Heat did. You know what I'm saying? They only lasted how many chips they got? 2 over there when LeBron went over there, and then he went over to Cavs, that little super team. They only won 1 chip over there, so that shit don't work. And for everybody to buy into it, and even the NBA, because to me that was done for the Clippers to get rid of Shea Gilchrist because Kawhi Leonard wants you to. It wasn't. It's like what we so, and we see the
Yeah, they
shit.
said
All
Doc
these
Rivers
players
said it.
having that
That's
ability
true.
to be like, go give me him, go trade everything y'all got, go give me them. That shit weak, man. And that's what kind of make it a Hollywood type of soap opera type shit. They just do shit for storyline.
Yeah, but that shit over. That's what I'm telling you. Since Denver won it, it's over. They did not pump. They did not want to pump none of those players, but they had to. But on like El was
They
saying
did.
earlier, it's
They still ain't pumped Denver this year.
no.
They
But
didn't
that's what
pump
I'm telling you.
OKC this year.
No,
They
but
didn't
look
pump the
though,
Timberwolves this year.
bro. It at some point, bro. Who are you fooling? if you still saying this about Phoenix is and they getting swept right in front of your face and Div is the champ, if you saying the NBA is doing that, they doing that for a casual fan or somebody who really don't know what's going on right in front of them. We not buying
How
that in
many
the
people?
majority.
But
Go
how many
ahead.
people have Phoenix to win the chip or at least be contentions after they picked up Bradley Beal too? So many dump because they can spin the narrative like, oh look at them,
No,
they doing this, that, and the other.
that's just that's just because Pope and you on speaker, so you got to pay attention. I'm not cutting you off. It's just like we got to fade in and out together. It's not because of that. It's because people follow players. So if people already was a fan of Bill and already was a fan of Booker and already was a fan of KD, they think if KD and all them players go to the same team, it's no way that they could lose. But when we see it play out and they do lose, right? The NBA can't paint no narrative there.
Oh, it's
You're
no,
right
they're
about
not trying to paint
no,
a
no, listen.
narrative.
No, listen,
They
you're
already
right
made the
about
money.
why. No, they always making money. We're not talking about money. They're gonna make money regardless because we watching and we talking about them. But I'm talking about the narrative in general, right? Once they win and they don't pump Denver the way they supposed to, the real people see what's going on right in front of them. Denver Nuggets won, and Denver Nuggets playing the best basketball right now, and this is the way basketball is going. Minnesota beat the Suns the same way, playing together, and the coach getting the players in the best position to win. Not LeBron telling you or Kawhi saying, I want this guy. That turns more into who they think is better in reference to a coach saying, no, this player fits what I want. And what I was trying to say was Doc Rivers told Kawhi Leonard that Shea Gildress was going to be that dude. And Kawhi Leonard still wanted Paul George. But look how that played out for them too. So, it don't work. If it ain't real, it ain't going to last. Regardless of whatever they doing, it still got to be real, bro. This is a real sport. It's too many players. You could say who you want to be the favorite. You can't predict it unless you really into what we talking about. It don't have to be the white collar guy. It don't have to be the guy you expect to be how you have to be. It don't. Anthony Edwards is proving that. Come on, let's go to other places. Brunson is proving that. He's not getting the credit. Anthony Edwards is not getting the credit. Shea Gildress is not getting the credit. All those guys are going through the same type of thing. Joker. But you can't fool us or you can't fool the people.
Well, that's. Go ahead, Books.
Oh no, I'm good. I was good just listening, but when you're on your run, you also you got to number one, you got to have a good team. Number two, you got to have good health, and number three is you got to have some luck on your side when you're going to get a championship. I mean, be honest with you, I didn't even I know what Kawhi was intentions was doing when he went to the Clippers. When he was saying, "Go get my man." That was a championship ready team until he got hurt against Utah. They was on their way because they don't smash Milwaukee all year that year. They swept them. So you gotta have some luck. Sometimes injuries play his part and take his toll in what's going on and gets in the way of what you might be wanting to do. And that's been the situation with the Clippers. But yeah, knowing that, with Doc saying that this guy is going to become that, you know what I'm saying? The Clippers is looking to win now. When have they ever won? And here I have got this guy that's just coming off a championship. He want to come home. He want to come back. And let me see what I could put together. They put together that squad, but unfortunately, that dude Ingles took Kawhi out in that pivotal game 5 because they was on their way. Nobody was stopping the Clippers that year at all.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it is a young league now, and it's being shown that right now. If you ain't got these young thoroughbreds, these young healthy guys right now, then we running right over these old ass dudes. We're running them up out of the gym, and it's happening in Milwaukee. It happened with Phoenix. It's happening with the Lakers. It's gonna happen. It's happening with the Sixers. It's happening in some more places. And Boston, that's why they desperately trying to win right now because they know the Knicks, we hot on their heel. They know the Pacers is getting better. They know Orlando is coming. They know if they don't win it this year, That is a failure. They might as well break and tear that squad up because this will be your 6th year to the Eastern Conference Final. And if you get to the championship and don't win it, that'd be 2 times that on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's watch, they don't got to the championship and didn't win it. So, yeah, if you don't win it this year, Boston, you might as well get out the way because we one of them teams that's hot on your heel with a whole bunch of picks, and we got some hungry guys, and we got a chemistry and a culture and dudes that's buying in. And they feel good about where they at right now. So you better be on your best game in a series, not just one game.
You know what I thought about when you said that about the Clippers series, the Clippers that year, right? What's so crazy to me is that when you fast forward time and how we back here right now with the same team, even though they had a good run that year, but they still didn't do nothing after that. So in hindsight, you got to look at that because now Shea Gilgeous is probably almost just as good as Paul George because like he's gonna keep going up. Paul George is gonna start going down. So if you think of only a couple seasons past from that time frame, right? And they was rushing to get a ring that year, and the next year they didn't win because he was hurt. The next year they didn't win because Paul George was hurt. So that's a good example of the fact that we can't make that kind of mistake.
And look,
that's why you can't chase after.
Hold on. Let me finish my take. Rushing to try to get a ring in that situation, giving up potential guys that could be good players for guys like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Devin Booker, guys like that. Once they get to a certain age, they start having more injuries, brother. We don't need that. Please. We do not need superstars or all-stars at the end of their career or towards the end of their career because the fact of what we just broke down, guys like Shea Gilgeous only took them a couple years to already be where these guys are because it's a decline and it's a player going the other way and a player going the other way. And Shea is on the up. So you making that gamble, 3 years go by quick. We right here again. So I just wanted to finish that take. That's kind of crazy to me, bro. Like, think about that.
And think about what they would have been at if they would have kept Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. They'd be right there in the mix amongst everybody. You know what I mean? So it's like one of those situations, but that's why you can't chase after.
How OKC's building.
That's why you hear me talk about chasing after the superstar. Sometimes it's not good to go. It's already been proven. Stop chasing. That's why they tell you about free agency. The league tells you about free agency, like how many players, how many teams have struck a goal, but teams try to go for these big players. It doesn't. It just don't work that way. It's like you got to build. You just can't take a player and put a player on this team and think that's going to happen. Yeah, it happened with Toronto with Kawhi Leonard, but that really happened. It has to be the right player, right team. You can't just take any old player. That's why you couldn't take Kevin Durant and plant him in Phoenix and say that's the right team. That's not the right team for him. You know, the right team for him was when he in OKC with the rest of his group. That was the right team for him. They had long-term success they could have sustained, but he chose not to. He chose to chase after the goal. You know what I mean? I can't say nothing about him because I don't play in the NBA. So I don't know how it is to be like, yo, I gotta go get me a ring. You know what I mean? You got players that play and get a damn ring. He go chasing after the ring. I mean, the league is just changing in so many ways of fashion that it's a beautiful thing to watch. It's a beautiful thing. I ain't gonna. I've been watching this whole playoffs, all the games. I've been loving it. I've been loving it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like, see, the Clippers messed up, man. That's why I say let that player empowerment bull crap, man. Because if the new owner, he was a new owner, so he anxious. Old boy come in, he want to make him look pretty. So he trying to grab the hottest names. Same thing with the Phoenix Suns. It's the new owner. Let me get Kevin Durant, trade away
they was
niggas
right
who just
there,
got us to the championship.
They was right there.
They just built a championship team. And then what they want to do, they want to go get the sexy shit that's supposed to be, but it's dumb in all hindsight. This is a nigga who got a ball spot in the back of his head. You trading away all these young assets.
Yo, what you got against the old guys, Pope? Damn.
Bro, that don't make just because he got a name. This is what I'm saying. This is why I say it's a soap opera. Because a lot of people thought it was smart and the Phoenix Suns was doing something. I thought that was dumb as hell. You got rid of your young gun, Mikal Bridges, Crowder. These niggas was playing good together. They was playing good basketball. You was a piece away, my nigga. Booker is
And
an elite
what's his
scorer.
name? Cam Johnson too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, that's why you got to break it down. Yo, you got to break it down. You got to say
that's 3 young pieces right there. That's
they had it. They had it. All you got to do,
watch how it comes full circle. Listen, watch this how it comes because now Clippers, I think, will beat Dallas in this series. I think it'll go 7, but I think they're gonna edge them out in game 7 because Kyrie, when he wearing Hulk Hogan earrings, this nigga walking around like the Hulkster. This nigga really Uncle Drew. It's time to go sit these old niggas down, bro. So when he walking around like the Hulk Hogan Hulkster and shit, and they about to go. No. So then you got Paul George and James Harden because Kawhi, the one who started the trade that made this trade happen with OKC, he out. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. So even though you beat Dallas, now you're going to see OKC
who
with
out,
Paul George.
Who you said Harden, is out? I'm sorry.
Look, Westbrook, hold on. Let me say Harden, right. Westbrook, them OKC niggas. They drafted them. Y'all dipped on us. Remember? Oh, yeah, Paul George, you was over here with us. You want to go with your nigga? He ain't even there with you. We got the Shea Gilchrist, who y'all let us have. MVP. Finna whoop y'all out. They gonna sweep them niggas. Clippers next round.
I don't think the Clippers gonna beat the Mavericks.
I don't know.
Uncle Drew. Let me tell you why Uncle Drew gonna go crazy. They snubbed him on Team USA. They asked Kyrie about Team USA, and I looked at him. The boy is really hurt because this is the last run for all the old guys that you talk about. And Pope, one day you're gonna be old. One day you're gonna have a ball spot, God willing. So be easy on the old guys, bro. When you talk about people, even though Kevin Durant could get a Caesar,
I wouldn't be trying to be playing in the NBA neither. I go hang it up. It's time to hang it up. When that happened, when you see these grades,
but you can't see me. I look at them like you still getting a check. If they want to pay you, bro, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I look at it the same way.
Cheating again.
Like
come on,
Hassan.
If you was a player, you might do the same. If you was a player, you might say, Hardwell, they still want to pay me. I'm gonna stay on this team until I be on the bench like Hassan.
Hardwell, we make money. When you make money, I'm sure a lot of us up here in the chat, we make money in different ways where we know how to go get bread. If I'm already starting out as a millionaire, I don't need the NBA's check to continue to make money, or I'm a dumbass. That's why I said if I don't know how to make money outside and they didn't pay me all these millions, then I'm not that bright. You don't need their check, man.
Yeah.
So
let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, since Hardwell said Kyrie is feeling some kind of way about not being on that team. Me specifically, you already heard me say earlier, get these old jokers up out of here anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if it come down to it, are you taking Kyrie over Brunson?
Me? Never.
In what?
I'm saying for that living team. In that living team.
Yeah. Yo, Books, Kyrie is arguably
I need a yes or no. I need a yes or no.
I'm not taking him over. I'm not taking him over Brunson.
Yeah. Okay. No. So that's what I'm saying about,
I'm not being biased. I'm not being biased.
They leaving the doors open for some of these other younger guys that could come in. Everybody that was on that team that they just had in that summer league team, they're gonna save a couple of positions, you know what I'm saying, and give a couple of positions with some of these injuries to a couple of those guys that was on that roster, so they can get the feel and understanding on how to play with some of the other guys that's already been there and done that. So now they got guys that can bring along the next group of young people that's gonna come along. But Kyrie doing this thing, but
Halliburton on there.
He don't elevate. He don't.
Halliburton is on there.
Yeah, like I said, and he shouldn't have been over there in front of Brunson.
Yo, Kyrie,
I'm just saying. No. I'm not saying who should be first. I just wanted to say that on air that I know I seen Grant Hill come and bring Brunson his jersey. I mean, sorry, Halliburton his jersey.
Right, Halliburton made it.
Right. I get it.
And it's not that many spots left. When you see all the people, it's only a couple spots left. Because it is a lot of old heads on there. What they try to do was, remember, they got cooked last time. So Brunson and them had their shot.
Yeah, but that was a testing team. They don't done that, years after
years. We lost. What I'm saying, they're not trying to lose again in the world.
But they don't done that They don't done that plenty times in the years with this, you know what I'm saying, and squads got embarrassed but they had to bring the veterans, you know what I'm saying, that's
Yeah,
in it.
like the
But
Dream Team. Like that's what
yeah,
they doing. Something like the Dream Team. I think it's something
but at the
similar.
same
That's what
time,
I thought.
at the same time, they still gonna bring along some of them guys that got embarrassed so they can be around these guys that know how to get
Oh yeah,
through
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So when they get out the way and they learn and get that experience, they can bring along the ones that they just left, and you know what I'm saying, because they played on this team with. They trying to, they trying to just, they trying to bring everything to the format because we're getting young, man.
No, and
They
again,
snub
it ain't even
Kyrie.
all of just
I don't
that.
know. It's
Politics is
hard. If
still
they
real.
snub
It's
Kyrie,
I mean, I would
no, it
snuff
ain't
him.
no
I mean, I would
snub.
snub him because
Kyrie should have
he
known
hasn't.
better.
He don't make
why?
the guys around him. He don't make the guys around him better. It's already his track
It
record.
ain't
He
even
don't make
really
the
got
guys.
nothing to do with
He
basketball,
hasn't
Yeah,
done
brother.
Team
anything. He hasn't.
USA is easy. Yeah, it don't got nothing to do with
Yeah.
basketball. You right, Pope. It don't.
Nothing
He
to
don't
do.
make
We know this.
Team
Come on,
USA.
man. What are
He
we
would,
doing?
bro.
So
What are we
why?
talking about?
USA, he
Yeah.
would.
I mean,
It got
It
nothing
don't
to
got
do
just
with
nothing to
say
do with
that.
basketball.
basketball.
He
Pope,
went
you right,
against the
Pope.
grain.
It don't got nothing to do with his game, bro. I'm telling you, he went against the
No, he
grain
went against
before.
the
He didn't
grain,
play.
and he
He
looking
sat
like Hulk
out.
Hogan.
That's
But I'm
the
saying
real
he did
reason.
all. I mean, he did all that. I mean, hey, can you blame him? Like shit, you went
But what
against the
did
grain.
he
Why
said
couldn't
though that I agree
I,
with?
I
That
shout
he
out to him.
said
I
back
like
in the
it.
days, Kyrie said back in the days used to be not a tryout, but we used to go and play. Even though we knew
I
who was
Yeah.
gonna
understand.
make
Listen,
the team,
Kyrie,
he
hands
said even
down,
though we
hard.
knew who would make the team, right? We would have a chance to play against each other. Even if you wasn't gonna make the team, they would reconsider you if you cooked up
That
or you
team,
play good with the people that they considered. Because I was watching shows about this. Back in the days, it was dudes who made it who shouldn't have made it. It was just they made it because of politics or the coach or somebody who was involved at the time wanted them. So look at a lot of teams, you be like, Gilbert Arenas and them was just talking about that when Kurt Heinrich and them went there, when it was nice dudes in the league, just for one example. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like when it comes down to Kyrie, I'm passing him over too. Like I'm just looking at it, it's like it's other players that just if you're trying to build a winning formula and not going off of basically putting the names on the back of the jersey, it's guys out there that play the game better than him. He's best ball handler. He go get the buckets, but he don't make the players around him better. He don't do that.
yeah, because
He's a
he shouldn't
1B.
be playing too.
He's the definition of a 1B. He's good long as he got a Batman.
But he wouldn't have to do that on that team.
When it
He
comes down
wouldn't have
to
to
him,
do that on that team.
when it comes down to him,
Playing
by
on a
himself,
team of all-stars, who you got to make better?
yeah, but
That team is
I'm just
trash.
saying. So why
That's the old
put him
niggas,
on the
ain't it?
team? It's other players. It's other players that play the game better than him. They just do.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
just
feel
keeping
like
it real.
I just feel like
I'm not.
I just
I
feel
love
like
Kyrie Irving.
I just
love
feel like in
Kyrie Irving.
reference to your take, we judging him because of how he been looking on majority of the teams he played on, right? But if he go on a Team USA,
how was it judged?
listen,
How was it judged?
hold on, let me finish. If he go on Team USA, it's guys that know how to play better, and Kyrie handled the ball and do things so well, he would play well on a team like that. That's just my opinion. You could say he don't make people better. I wouldn't say that because when somebody handle the ball so well as Kyrie Irving, he could drop dimes so easy. I wouldn't say he don't make nobody better.
It's not
He don't do that.
It's not good. It's not good.
He don't
It
do
depends
it.
who he basketball though. Yeah, it all depends on who he's playing with. I agree with that. But what I'm saying, when you putting together a team, when you put together a team and you say we're gonna win the for the world. Like you gotta think about the kind of players you're assembling because it's been done when you put these players together. We talked about superstars teams, right? So let's not forget we just talked about how them superstar teams don't win, and the world is proving it's proven that based upon the world. These players is going back playing with their countries and beating us because they're playing team ball. They're beating us playing team ball. So that's what I'm saying. So when you put the team together, we thinking about Kyrie Irving, and everybody wants to say Kyrie Irving. Hey, he's nice. Yeah, he's nice. He's nice. Hands down.
Think about last year's team,
There's no dispute that. I'm not disputing
Think about
that.
last year's team, Al.
You know, sooner or later, the league is
From what
going
I
to have.
understand, last year's team they didn't have an identity. They didn't know where they wanted to go. That's what I'm saying. You don't know where you want to go. That's why when you put a team together, and it starts from the person who's putting the team together, you got to know the identity of your team. And that they put that team together because they didn't know the identity. Saying they're doing the same thing this year. You're just trying to put a team together. This team is based upon names. It's based upon names. It's all names.
You know, sooner or later,
it's mad players out there that get busy.
Then you read the team after that. Go ahead, Book.
You know, sooner or later, the league is going to have to. When I ain't going to say the league, sooner or later, you know, the people that sooner or later, fans is going to have to realize that just because you have handles and you nice with that rock, don't mean you're a point guard. Kyrie is not a point guard.
I agree.
Kyrie is a scorer. Kyrie might be the best one-on-one dude I'm talking about in the league. And
I
even
agree.
with KD in there, it's not another way you can stop him one-on-one. He has everything
Same
it
thing
is in
like
a
Booker
package.
playing the point. Same shit I
Right.
said. Yeah.
So you don't, I just want people to stop. He doesn't make people better because that's not his game. Point blank. His game is give me the
Fact.
rock and let me crush. That's why
Rucker
you see,
Park.
yeah, in that championship against Cleveland, when the game was on the line, they called that timeout. That's why they gave that ball to him and not LeBron. That's why they created the switch mismatch for him, because you cannot check that dude one-on-one. And a lot of times he gets looked over with being a point guard, and don't make people better because they looking at his handles. Handles don't mean you're a point guard. James Harden got handles, but he's a point guard. He's a distributor. That's not what Kyrie does. He's never going to be averaging 8 assists a game, 9 assists a game. And that's more of the reason why it didn't work in Boston. He couldn't make those other two guys better because I want the ball to kill too. So, we got to let Kyrie continue on being the little killer as
No
he is,
balance.
you know what I'm saying?
No balance.
Instead of trying to make him be something that he never was.
That's what I'm saying when you
Well
put together
Came
a
off the
team.
bench as a 2.
Mhm.
He could have came off the bench as a 2. And whoever they put at the point that's why I said they gave Hallenberg his jersey already.
Yeah,
He's a great point guard. He's young.
So
switch up
you
and
would
he's
like
looking
for him
Hold on, my
to
bad.
be
Let's
on?
let Pope. Pardon me, L. Let Pope read the list.
Oh no. So you would. So okay. Let me read this right.
Yeah, I know what
Yo, I
this
gotta
is.
start texting Pope when we live, man. This dude crazy.
What is this? Okay, so ball spot Durant is number 1 on the list. Then ball spot Bron, number 2. You got Bam Adebayo, Devin Booker, who is sometimey, Steph Curry. He still got a little juice. Ant Davis. Come on, man. Anthony Edwards, yes, that's a thumb up. That's
Can I
one thumb
stop
up
you
on
real
all
quick?
the.
Can I stop you real quick? Everybody you named
That's
before
7.
Anthony Edwards
That's 7.
home right now. They fishing. The fuck we
They
doing
trash.
here?
Right.
They home right now.
Nah, no, they
home.
not.
All them niggas is out of the playoffs. They
The
going
Lakers,
home. All
the
them
Lakers
niggas is
play
going home.
tonight, Al.
They
The
going
Lakers
home hard. Come on, hard.
They
You know they
going
going
home.
home. That's what we talking about
Stop
here.
playing.
See, that's the whole reason we got to stay on course about the whole conversation we started from the beginning.
Oh,
The
you
whole
know they going
conversation was
home.
the
They going
changing
home.
of the guard, right? Changing of the guard. So that's what we doing here. Everybody who you named is
Nah.
home
On
or
this,
going
hold on. Can I say
Trash.
one thing? On this, I don't agree. Let me tell you what I think. I think that this is the last run for those guys, right? I agree with you guys
You giving
as
them too
far
much
as
props.
no, listen to me, bro. Let me finish and then tell me if I'm giving them too much props. Then check it. This is what I'm saying. Look, I feel like this is their last run. So I agree with y'all on that. But I think y'all should stand on that for the league, because in the league, the young guys are proving it. But going overseas, they didn't prove it. Even though we can't hold them to the fire for this recent try that they had, I don't know what went wrong. I think
they
part of
didn't
the
go over
problem was
there.
I think part of the problem was what we talk about a lot, that some guys come from teams that share the ball and some guys don't, and they didn't know how to play together in a short period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Can I finish this
But
list?
this is my last take on it. Look, I think these guys getting a shot, being old and about to be out of the league, to see what they do is dope, because they still could play ball. If you look at all their numbers individually, their numbers are still very, very good. So all you have to do is put in the right role players and point guards with this team. Like El said, you have to build a team. So after we get our butts kicked, hopefully they're going to build the team better. They got Ant-Man, so we got to finish the list. But so far, I think all those guys average numbers, and if you don't have to play them all at the same time, we're going to see if you ain't playing good today, nope, sit your ass down, right? But I think those guys deserve a shot, a modern-day dream team, because the young boys couldn't hold it down. We got embarrassed last USA, and that's it. I got.
I don't think
Anthony Edwards, who else?
I don't think they had the proper young boys out there. Like you didn't have LaMelo out there. You didn't have a lot of young
LaMelo stay
dogs.
hurt.
Yeah, we can talk about him. I gotta give. I gotta give. What you call it is better than him. What you call it is better.
Trae Young out there. You
Pope,
didn't have
he
a
was
lot
hurt.
of
Pope.
What's my
Even if he wasn't hurt, Pope. Even if he
He
wasn't hurt at the time, if he's our franchise player, we don't want him to go over there. And he barely. Pope, hear me out, Pope. We don't want him to go over there and play in the Team USA if he's always hurt.
It was a bunch of youngsters that's top dogs in the league that wasn't over there though. That team they put together last year.
Keep it going, Pope. After Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. After Anthony Edwards, you got a guy. I'm glad he won't be there.
Hold on. You can't say it was a bunch of guys because we talking USA.
Come
and
on,
those
man.
other nice guys.
Can I finish, sir?
They play for their countries, bro.
Man, listen. Can I finish?
Everybody's not from the United States, and the game is global.
Can I finish?
Now you on the
Can I finish the list, sir?
Get some earpods.
Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, who won't be there because I'm sure that knee gonna swell up like a balloon as soon as this series is over. As soon as Knicks finish kicking his ass. Tyrese Halliburton, he don't move the needle. Kawhi Leonard, he won't be there neither. So that's good. That's 2 replacements. I'm wondering who they gonna replace with him. Hopefully it won't be no old niggas. All right, so Kawhi Leonard to be out, Joel Embiid to be out. Drew Holiday, what are we doing?
See, that's what I'm saying too, Paul. What are we doing here?
For
what are we doing?
Jason Tatum, for what?
Okay, I'm with Tatum. Anthony Edwards, I'm with them too. Okay, that's it. That's it.
Really 2 players.
So what we doing here? That's all old ass motherfuckers. I'm just keeping it the beam. Like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? You know how much talent where's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? I mean, he got to play for Toronto, but where the other talent at? You understand where Bonchero at? You see what I'm saying?
Where's Bonchero?
Did Bam Adebayo make the team?
Yeah, Bam's on the team.
I just told you they from different countries, bro. Bro, them dudes are from different countries.
But you know,
Bam is American. Bam not American?
Pablo, I think Pablo not American. I don't think.
Bonchero?
No, Pablo Banchero, he from the States, but I even go and snatch up from Chet Holmgren should be on this list, man. Chet Holmgren should be on this list. Jalen Williams should be on this list. Like, it's other players, man.
It's a lot of Carl Anthony Towns, just a lot of players.
Jalen Brunson for sure should be on this list.
Well, we don't want to sound biased. We don't want to sound biased. That's why I ain't saying nothing about Brunson. We don't want to sound
crazy.
Biased. But there's other players. Yeah.
Jalen Brunson
Maxey should be on the team. Maxey should be on the team. Maxey should be on the team. It's like there's so many players they missing out, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm glad to see that Anthony Edwards is getting a chance to become the face of the NBA because he's working hard and he's taking a big advantage of. A lot of people don't forget, but truth be told, Jalen Brunson and Tyler Haliburton, they're not even the point guards on that Olympic team if John Moran is not in trouble. Point blank. The league was in his hand because he took over all them Dame Dash, them Damian Lillard commercials, all that until he got in trouble.
Forgot about him.
And then when he came back, he showed everybody what time it was. Then the injury came. So next year, John gonna have something to say about a lot of things. But we need to continue on going in the direction of the young league because you don't change the way the game is being played. And it's made for a faster and more entertaining league. So you can't keep these older guys in there slowing the game down when you don't made it into a fast-paced game. Come on, Commissioner, get these young guys out of the way. I'm okay with taking the loss until them guys can get it right, but they can't get it right as long as you keep trying to hold on to these dudes. Get them out of the way, man.
They in the way, Bugs. Facts. They in the way, and that's what we seeing in the league. They in the way. Move, and the young boys is knocking these old ass motherfuckers out off the.
You ain't even got Jaylen Brown up there.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't got Jaylen Brown. But I'm saying these young boys is knocking these old ass motherfuckers off they platform. Like, yo, we coming. That's what the league has to change. It's all about evolving. It's all about evolving and going to the how can we get better, right? How can we be better than what we was yesterday? That's what the goal in life is. Am I right or wrong? Ain't that the life goal? How can my day be better than what it was yesterday? And that's what you try to do until the day that you're not here anymore. You try to make the next day better than what it was yesterday, right? And I don't see how that doesn't work when it comes down to business. So when you're looking at it, how do we get better? You keep adding these old ass motherfuckers. Everybody he Pope name is gone home. It's home. So how you expect for them to go get a title where they can't even win a playoff series? They done. Get these old ass motherfuckers out the way. That's the whole point
Hey,
of
yo,
the
I'm gonna
whole
jump off.
show.
I'm gonna jump off my brothers. I'm gonna go watch the basketball games.
Before you jump off,
yo,
let me ask you, because I want to know for all y'all, because I got so for my Western Conference, I got Minnesota versus OKC, because Denver, the way they playing versus the Lakers, they've been playing trash to me too. And if Jamal Murray ain't playoff Jamal, like 30 points a night Jamal, I don't think they're gonna beat Minnesota. It's not a good matchup for the Denver Nuggets. So them repeating that shit out. I think the Timberwolves will handle business versus Denver. And I got OKC handling business versus whether it's Mavericks or Clippers. I got them smacking whoever. Sweet. So Timberwolves, OKC for the Western Conference, Boston, Knicks. If next round, who the Knicks got to play? Do they got to play Boston?
we play the winner of Milwaukee and the Pacers.
So it's going to be Knicks, Boston, Eastern Conference. I got Knicks nicking them niggas out just because them niggas some busters. They ain't no real live niggas, no way. And so I got Knicks nicking them niggas out, and it's going to be okay. So I'm telling you, listen, nobody, the world ain't ready for this. They wasn't expecting it. The unexpected is finna wake niggas up because Jalen Brunson, 47 and 10 out of 97 points, nigga, that's special.
It's special.
Hey, I've been promoting. He's not Jalen Brunson no more. He's the new Barry Sanders of the NBA.
Give us your take before you bounce for tomorrow night's game, babe.
I got a question. Books. I got one question. Check it out. Do Brunson have to take us to the Eastern Conference Final in order to let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
No, why? Why no? No, why? What's your no for? Because you didn't even hit the whole question.
He ain't got to take us again. He ain't got to take us to Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I mean?
No, he could lose next round. It's cool for him, no matter what. That's what you're saying.
Who they play next round?
But it's the point why I asked that, because you see what Paris Douglas said, right? And you see what you said earlier about Embiid, about it don't mean shit. He never got out of such and such round. So that rule don't just apply for a player that's not on your team. You know that, right?
Of course. But unfortunately, that player has been out of that round. You keep saying that because he's been out of that round already. He's been out of that round.
You a swerming ass nigga. You a swerming ass nigga. Yo, bro, you a swerming ass nigga. Yo, when Brunson was on the Mavs, he was nowhere near to the same fucking
Why you don't get mad at the messenger? Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
Dallas only for a couple years.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Trying to swerve out, nigga.
Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Lawrence Chef Mayberry.
Hey,
Harwell, I'm gonna answer.
He been in the conference finals.
I'm gonna answer your
question. That don't count. He never ran a team. It's not the same thing. Stop it.
I'm gonna answer your question real quick, and I'm gonna jump up out of here until you know what I'm saying. My man Pope, shout out, blessings, help to you
tomorrow before you bounce, boys. Give me a take for tomorrow's game.
I'm gonna do that real quick, and I'm gonna sum it up. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3 real quick. So as far as with Pope, I love that lineup. And I do have it being OKC against Minnesota, and I do have us playing against, the Boston Celtics, in the Eastern and the Western Conference Finals, and I have us knocking Boston off and playing, against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's what I got going on. Now, as far as I think your question was going to be, if it's a failure if Brunson don't get us to the Eastern Conference Finals. Is that right?
Yeah, he set himself up. I was trying to ask something different, but I wanted to know that too, because I want to know, because in reference to what he said earlier, because that rule has to apply to everybody. It don't just not apply if somebody's on our team.
No, I understand.
Let me go real quick
to clarify so you can answer right. Go ahead.
Right. So with that right there, to us as the Knicks fans, it's not going to feel that way. It's a failure for him. We're going to be great with what happened. to the media, it's going to come back. And the conversation is going to be, see, I told you the little small big man can't get me in there. That's the treatment that the New York we get. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say that right there. And the third thing is, we got to close tomorrow night out because that's what's going to make game 4 that much more beautiful. You can't let a beautiful game get a beautiful travel and going up in that hostile environment and snatching that game from them, taking their heart and crushing them and come back home and, you know what I'm saying, and give it back to them. That's another momentum swing that we don't want to do. We don't want to deal with going back to Philly. But God bless you guys. You know, I gotta go eat. My wife, she don't cook. And when she cook, I gotta go ahead and eat
Blessings.
because we don't do the microwave here. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
microwave when it's cold, it's cold. You know, I gotta get it off the stove, yo. But God bless you all. Y'all have a great
Alright,
evening.
bro.
Shout out
Peace,
to
bro.
everybody that's rock. Hit that like button and subscribe. Salute, 3 capital S's.
Dope show.
Right.
Dope
Mhm.
show. Dope show.
Yep.
Dope show. Dope show. Dope show. But yeah, that's
No,
just the reason why.
I completely understand where you're coming from, but I just gotta say, like, you know, truth of the matter is the dude has been out the second round. At least he even sniffed it, whether he was a sidekick or not. And B ain't even sniffed that.
Nah, he was a
Bro,
big part of
And
that.
B
He was
ain't
a
even
big part.
sniffed that.
He was a big part of that, though.
No,
I
we
know
not.
he was.
Look,
I know.
don't
Hard to
twist
keep
it.
shooting him
Listen,
down.
don't
Like
twist it. No.
what he's doing. No, hold on. I got
right.
you,
He was
bro.
a
I got you.
big
not
Hold on,
part,
bro.
right,
Hold
man.
on. I
Without
got you. I'm
him,
gonna
they don't
defend you.
go that far.
I'm gonna defend Hard. I know what he's saying is as a leader of the team. He's not saying that okay, he been there. We know he been there, Pope, right? He know he been there. Hard know he's been there. But when he's switching the narrative, changing the narrative, say as a leader of the team. You understand what I'm saying? He's not saying
I
as
think
a
he really
1B.
was a leader, though. I think it
I
always
thought he
takes two
was.
leaders,
I thought
folks.
he was.
I think it
I
takes
thought
two
that
What it
was a
was,
to
Pope?
tangle.
He
It
was
takes two to
that
tangle.
was signs. That was signs of a person that was gonna be a leader. You just gotta look at what he went through in the process of what happened. You don't even prepare. You know, he just proved that he can do it. But we just speculated on the situation, right? The people who could have paid him was in the situation. Now I said it earlier.
Now,
They
and that's what I
lowball.
wanted to say that too.
Even try to
He was gonna go
lowball.
to New York Knicks. He was gonna go with his pops
No,
regardless, bro.
listen what I'm
He
saying.
wasn't
I'm
gonna
talking
sign
about
it.
before that. I'm talking about before that they could have paid him. Pope.
yeah.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you do your research on it, they could have locked
Mhm.
him in for a low amount. They did not pay the man. That was they fault. Who was
When?
bad
No,
before he
hold
was a
on.
free agent,
Well,
bro. Before he
yeah,
was a
Yeah,
free
before he was
agent.
free, the thing, Pope, what happened? This is
Break
what
it
really
down to you.
happened. Rick Carlisle was the coach over there, right? So he was the coach,
Mhm.
and that's what. So he wasn't. Brunson was playing, but he wasn't really playing until Jason Kidd came. See what I'm saying? That changed the whole thing because you're looking at a point guard, a Hall of Famer, looking at him and saying, "Well, hold on," and he figured it out. But by the time he figured it out, it's a business. Ownership didn't figure it out. So what Jason Kidd saw in him, ownership didn't see in him. You understand what I'm saying? But that's because it's a business at the end of the day. It had nothing to do with his talent because he clearly he took them to that championship right alongside of not a championship, but to the Western Conference Finals right alongside of Luka.
for
You
sure.
understand what I'm saying? Luka
Even more so
depending
because
on
Luka was hurt
yeah,
for
Luka
a
was
series.
hurt. Luka depended on him just as
He
much as
carried him.
he depended on Luka. So he been there and to get a
Break it
taste of
down
that
the
third
team.
and to get a taste of
You
that,
just
to get
break
a
it down
taste,
the team.
I know, but to get a taste of that round, right? To be able to get to that round and understand the pressure of that round, you can talk to your teammates about that pressure. That's the difference between him as on this team. You can talk to them about that pressure.
Bro, it don't matter how much I talk to you. I don't matter how much. It don't matter how much.
Dante ain't been there, right? Dante didn't
don't-
play on the championship. OG didn't play, but they experienced. They was there alongside to go through the growth
OG
of that
was on
team.
Toronto.
I
He
got
got
a
a chance.
simple way to
right?
explain this.
And the big ragu was with Milwaukee, right? So you got players that's been there, and you have your own players on your Knicks team who also has been, they've been battling. And you always talk about playoff experience. I don't think it's a failure because our team is not whole. That's the only reason why I don't think that it'd be a failure if he don't make it out. Our team is not whole. We don't know
Yeah,
how
he's single.
we don't know the
Nigga,
health.
you can't
We
win
don't
by
know the health.
yourself.
We don't know. We don't know the health of. We don't know the health
I need
of. We don't know the health of Mitchell Robinson. We don't know the health of Bogey. That's the only thing why I'm saying that. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I say he's not. It won't be a failure in my eyes if they don't make it to the third round.
And they know they don't got a point, they will keep going.
Mhm.
All I wanted to say was no way possible, bro, with that man in that case. No way possible at all. No way possible. You get what I'm saying? No way possible. It's like
So it's a failure.
Josh Hart. Hold, listen to me. No. I said I don't
Mhm.
care about that part. This is the part where I'm telling you, Brunson cannot tell Josh Hart what he's doing right now, and automatically he could just do that. It don't work like that. Just because, okay, Brunson, whatever role you put him in, you pick whichever Knicks player that is right now and say that's who Brunson role was on the Mavericks. You cannot compare that role to what Brunson is doing. That's the same thing you doing. When Brunson get hurt, somebody got to play or whatever. When Brunson come back, you know what it is. Same shit over there. Because he had to grow to get the respect to even play good in that opportunity that he was given. He never did that before that. So I don't see
that team ain't even do that before that.
No, bugging out. Yes, they did. What I'm saying
Luka did that? Luka went to the finals?
I'm not trying to drag the point too far. I just making this simple point of when you're the man, you're the man. When you're a six man, you're a six man. You can't tell nobody how to be the man. They got to go through the channels of becoming a man. And what he did was he showed out that he was on his way to being the man at that point. But you can't give him you could give him experience, yeah, because he was in the playoffs. So let's not act like I'm saying he don't got no playoff experience because he wasn't the man of the team. I'm not saying that. But it's a difference from being the man and being a six man through in the playoffs.
Sometimes people,
hold on.
Sometimes
you gotta get some headphones, bro. You sound horrible.
It's a such thing as about delivery, right? Sometimes people don't understand deliveries, right? Whether it's coming from me, whether it's coming from you, whether it's coming from Pope. Sometimes people don't understand delivery, right? So with that being said, you asked me a question: would it be a failure if you don't make it out of the second round? I said no. No.
But that wasn't the question you just answered early. That wasn't even the question. I told you that. But that could be part of it. And you said no. But the reason why I asked it, because Paris Duggar comment was up there and he was saying that already he's proven them wrong. And that's not true. Yeah. Because of the fact that that's not true. You can't prove nobody wrong.
No, I'm saying about the comment.
You can't prove nobody wrong like that.
Yeah,
that's
you're
what
right.
you're saying. That's what you're trying to do.
No, I'm agreeing with you. You can't prove you haven't done anything yet.
Your work yet.
Yes.
You ain't finished your work yet. Are you doing great? Are you on your way? Are you killing everything? Are you doing shit people didn't expect? Yeah, we can't take that away from the person neither.
But you ain't won nothing yet. You ain't won nothing yet. That's what it comes down to.
You do better than that person. I'm going on what you said because you said, "Oh, Joel Embiid never came out of such and such round. He ain't shit." So how is our player on our team? No, you said he ain't never gonna do shit. He ain't never did shit.
No, I know that's not. I'd say he never been out of the second round. It's not about his talent. It's not about his talent. See, we talk about that with Kyrie. It's not about Kyrie's talent. See what I'm saying? Think about that. It's not about the talent. We know they're great players. They're Hall of Fame players. It's not about your talent all the time. Your talent can't win you a championship. You know that hard. Come on. That's what we're talking about. I'm not saying Joel Embiid. I'm saying as far as him, it's not. You need more than talent to go to the next round. You need more than individual talent. You need team talent. You need to be a leader when your team needs you to be a leader, not be an asshole when your team needs you to be a leader. That's the difference. There's
so many dynamics.
That's the difference.
To it. It's kind of hard to point out what it exactly is because Boogie just said it.
It's true.
It's luck. It's injuries. It's a whole bunch of things that consist of what has to work out in your favor. So it's kind of hard to say why that person didn't make it or this or that or the third. You know, Philly lost at the buzzer that year when Joel Embiid was crying. Who knows if they go on and win? Bro, you can't say, like, you know what I mean? Oh, so it's never did shit. That's the reason why I asked you in that way, because we will say stuff about another, not really me. I don't do that because we have to be consistent. If it's for this player, it's for our team player, regardless. And that's just how I keep it. And at the same time, what I try to do is add their accolades there. So we don't act like we're taking away nothing from them. Go ahead, Pope, because Pope, he can't really talk when we talk. You can't hear him. Go ahead, Pope.
I hear his echo.
We about to be out.
Yeah, no, I just know, it always take two to tango at least, man. When you're talking about championship type team or making it far, when you buy your lonely out there, when you got to do your dirt out by your lonely, man, I can't fault somebody. That nigga 47-10 and 97 points. I mean, so he involved and got his footprint and thumbprints and all his prints all over the game offensively. I can't fault you if you can't go past another certain round if you're not getting no help. So that what that clearly states, and from what he did uh, prior to becoming the New York Knicks, is he's shown if you give me another player that can show up and show out, then yeah, I'm a be on the level of Eastern Conference or the championship, the finals every type year. So that's to me, it's like putting the Knicks on the clock. You got Bronson. We already know he the type of player that can go far in the playoffs, even when one of his guys go down, like Luka Doncic did, and still carry the team, like Julius Randle just did, and still carry the team. So he's stretched to me, man. Ain't nothing he need to prove
Good
no
call.
longer.
Yeah. Now he don't need to. That's what I'm saying. He don't need to prove. He don't need to prove nothing to me. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a matter of just watching the process play out, watching the whole situation play out, watching it unfold in front of us. And I think that's what's been the great thing about this whole season, Pope, is that we all been watching it. Like, can't believe what we seeing. You understand what I'm saying? But we all just been watching it. But as Knicks fans, I understand everybody's how we so cautious, and everybody around the league understand why Knicks fans is like that, because it's been far and few since we had a team that we can root for. You understand, that we felt confident in. Yeah, we talk a lot of shit. We New Yorkers, right? So we talk a lot of shit. Sometimes we talk out our ass. You know, that's what New Yorkers do. You know what I mean? But at the same time, because of that, we so afraid of seeing what we seeing in this team, and everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid. Like, like I watch these games, Pope. Y'all sit back and I relax, dog. I sit back and I relax. It's like I'm not worried. Before I used to be on the edge of the couch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hands all gray, you know what I mean? Pacing, like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? This, cursing at the TV. I sit back and I let it. I don't worry. We down 10, no problem. You understand what I'm saying? No, a second quarter, no problem. Nothing. We coming back. That's nothing. It's like you sit back and you just watch the game up. Okay, y'all gotta leave. Nothing. We gonna come back. We gonna come back. This is how we play the game. You understand what I'm saying? And that's like a Philly team is like front. What you see with they is, they a front runner. So they're a team that could jump out there and grab the lead. But in the race, they'll lose the race. You understand what I'm saying, Pope? Because they can't finish the marathon. They can't finish the marathon because they don't put so much energy into that first and second quarter that they forget about the third and fourth quarter. And that's why that's the thing about it. That's the thing about Embiid. It's not that he's not talented, it's that he doesn't show up when this team need him to show up in the moments like what we saw from Jalen Brunson yesterday. That's what a leader does. That's what a leader, not what you did in game 3 in no pressure situation and you put up 50. Not that. Now you have to win this
that
next
was big,
game. You had to win the next one. See, that's the thing. Pope, he had to win yesterday. That was the thing. That's where the pressure.
But you only do so much on the bum knee. Though. I don't even like it.
You out there.
That's why I try to tell him. I said to him, Pope, when the smoke clear, people just gonna remember Embiid had 50 in the playoffs if niggas don't do nothing more than, you know what I mean? Like Eastern Conference.
But I'm saying that's what you want to be remembered by, though. That's what I know that's how it is, but I'm saying that's what you want to be remembered by.
Yo, somebody gotta win, somebody gotta lose. Yo, L, the Cavs lost by 40, bro. I just told you that was a couple ball bounces for Philly. No, I'm just comparing those games because you think of
shout out
ball,
to the Knicks,
Philly, they lose by whatever they lose by at the end. How they lose, they fighting. They came back all those points. Didi hit the shot. Yo, bro, that's last 4 minutes grinding out a win.
I know, but that's what your closers.
Bro, that's your bro. Do you know that win right
down
there
the stretch
that could be our series right there. That could decide
absolutely.
This series.
Absolutely. But how many? That's what I'm saying. How many times?
Game, it's no lopsided. Like it's not like we smacking Philly.
I'm just saying.
We gotta beat Philly.
We may not be.
They get one win. I'm cool with that. That means we smacked them. I'm cool.
Oh, we may not be smacking them. It's two. They got 2 all-stars on that team. We got 1 star. Our stars, other all-stars out. So the games are supposed to be close like this. The games are supposed to be close like this because technically, Vegas didn't even pick us to win the series,
fan, but I could tell Embiid not 100%.
Vegas
I
didn't even
tell Embiid,
but he's on. I know, but he's on the court. We didn't. The reason why I don't give him no excuse because we didn't give our own fucking player an excuse. So how can we give somebody else another team?
I'm not saying. I'm not saying no. If a player scored 50. And I give him his credit. How am I giving him an excuse? He ain't even.
No, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about him being hurt because he's out there.
I said the man is still playing hurt.
So that's it. That's it. Then that's it.
Not an excuse. That's a fact.
He's putting up 50 points. There's nothing about him being hurt.
Saying yo, if Embiid wasn't hurt, they would win.
Now, I know. I'm not saying that. When we attack the injury, he's out there playing hurt. He still put up 50. Yeah, he's that kind of talent. He's 7'3".
You feel me? Supposed to do right or wrong. The man playing hurt. I'm not saying if he wasn't hurt, he would win. None of that. I'm just saying
what I know what you're saying, bro.
It's not cap. He's hurt, and he's still playing, and he put up a 50-point game, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the playoffs. Everybody
gotta respect that, bro.
You got Bogdanovich out there with a torn ligament in his left wrist. He said, I'm not even thinking about not playing. And he get fall or dude land on him and take him out the game. He got a torn ligament in his wrist. He out there. He's out there. Mitch, Mitch might be out there on a broken ankle and still trying to give it a go. We don't know what the fuck that ankle is at, with the condition of the ankle, because it's the players and they're not going to tell us. So my point is that when you come down the stretch, Joel Embiid had 1 point down that stretch. You had 1 point. You the superstar of that team. You're supposed to make your presence known like Jalen Brunson made his presence known, bro. Come on now.
He was already
now it's not an excuse.
No, but I'm saying that's the game within the game. That's the game. When we talk about that, that's the game within the game, Harvey. When we talk about him being a superstar, he's supposed to do what a superstar do. When we talk about the game within the game, that's things to get to. When we talk, that's the game within the game for a playoff series. Against a player that's supposed to be hurt or a player that's lacking energy, you take it straight to his ass. You don't sit back and shoot a whole bunch of jump shots. That's what the Knicks did yesterday. They took it to the hole, came down to the stretch, but their whole team didn't have nothing. Their whole team didn't have nothing. It wasn't just him, it was the whole team, but he's a superstar. This is when he's supposed to say, give me the fucking ball, let me go to fucking work. Instead, you got fucking Kyle Lowry and fucking Kelly Oubre and everybody else shooting the fucking ball, but you the star. Did Jalen Brunson do that? No. Anthony Edwards do that shit
earlier, bro. No. You ain't on the court and you sitting here talking about somebody who could score 50.
No, I'm saying that Anthony Edwards do that shit when the game was online.
I be arguing with you, bro. When you start talking like that, bro, you talking crazy, bro. You bugging, bro. That's why I be arguing with him sometimes. Paul shit don't make no sense. What you saying, bro?
No, it don't. Why don't make no sense? He's a superstar.
I'm not trying to explain that to you. I'm not. If I gotta explain that to you. If I gotta explain that to you, you got issues, bro.
Be the mediator.
Okay, L, because I feel what you're saying and I feel what Harwell's saying. So let me try to.
No, we're not even in disagreement. That's the crazy part. We actually agreeing with each other. We just saying
it is a disagreement. No, it is a disagreement.
I'm not disagreeing with nothing.
I'm disagreeing with your ass. You ain't got nothing to disagree with me about.
The thing is, when somebody do something unexpectedly, right? You gotta give respect. Like. I didn't expect with him having that bum ass knee and always having that bum ass knee issue. I didn't expect him to even really try to compete. He usually shuts shit down. We already know his history, but he came out there and he dropped a 50 piece. And if it wasn't for that, they would have lost. And so if you don't want to go down 3-0, because if you go down 3-0, it's over. So he went out and gave a historic performance in that pivotal game. He can't help your teammates. Got it at some time, like the next game. Okay, if I just got us through that, I did all I could do for us, basically, my nigga, on this bum knee. Smooth. Clap, clap. Now, in this next game, I'm going to need us all to kind of mix in because I'm probably not going to be able to do that back to back.
But that's not the team he got, though. That's
we human. At the same time, we human, L. He can't give you that because he got to give you 50 every time.
I'm not, bro, you're not a Knicks fan. I'm a Knicks fan. I heard motherfuckers ridicule bash Randall last season. Just give him, so I can't do that, dog. I can't
But
do
you
that.
got to give Jalen Brunson. This is where you give Jalen Brunson more credit.
Listen, I heard the Knicks fan base shit on Randall. This nigga had surgery soon as the fucking playoffs was over. He was out there on the
What do
fucking
that got to do with? What do that got to do with not giving Joel?
He put up a 50-piece and hold on. Wait, hold on.
No.
Put up a 50-piece.
I'm not making no excuses.
That has nothing to do with it.
A pivotal dub. Did he do that?
Bro?
But hold on. But see, this is what we gotta understand too.
Every game is the playoffs, though, dog. Every game is pitiful. Every game means something, dog.
Yes, every do you right. That's very true. Okay,
means something. What are y'all talking about
here?
He's asking you the dynamic of what did
Bronson.
Randall do? He's saying this man put up 50 on a bum knee, and you comparing it to what Brunson did. That ain't that's different.
No, all I'm saying to you is when the game was on the line. Listen to what I'm saying. All right, listen to what I'm saying.
Brunson won the game, of course.
When the game was on the line, right, y'all? Listen to what I'm saying. When the game was on the line, right?
Hold on, let me just say real quick, just because y'all tripping, y'all overlooking Bronson. I don't understand, y'all Knicks fans. This shit is crazy. That nigga said, okay, you give us 50 and 1, so I'm gonna have to give us close to 50, or at least be a part of everything. And went out the next game, my nigga, so they won't tie it up to go back home 3-1. He gave you what he gave you. Nigga, boy, Bronson is a motherfucker.
So why we gotta give him a pass because he didn't do it?
Because if he don't give you that,
no,
if he don't give you that,
I'm saying his team down 3-1. So how we giving him a pass?
Whoa, hold on. Listen,
how we giving him a pass?
It's not about a pass. We saying that we're not taking credit from Brunson. Brunson won, so we can't.
No, we're not taking credit from Brunson. We're not taking credit from Brunson.
Hold on, let me
do that.
All I'm trying to say was Embiid still gets his just due for what happened. I broke it down to you earlier. When you lose a game with only a certain amount of points in the NBA, that's anybody's game. It's not a lopsided victory. I just broke down the whole Orlando Magic game, the 40-point win. This dude's getting lopsided, getting swept out here. They didn't sweep the Sixers, bro. So how you disrespecting this man? I don't know why. You don't want to give no credit.
Everything because he do sucker shit. That's why L don't like that sucker shit he be. I don't either. I don't like his antics. I don't like the niggas off the court. His antics.
It's not about his talent. It's not
about his talent. That don't got nothing to do with what your take was. That's why we said you was wilding because it had nothing to do with. I said earlier, I don't like nothing Joel Embiid is doing right now. That was my disclaimer. I put that out there. That don't mean I'm not going to.
Let me say my take. Let me say my take.
Hold on, I let you talk all that time and spew out all that bullshit and listen to it. Now let me talk. That man,
you choose your words wrong, dog. But go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I don't have to choose my words wrong. I felt that was bullshit.
But at the same token, you keep hard. You keep forgetting. You choose the wrong word. We man, stop choosing the wrong words, dog. Like, come on. I'm saying shit is bullshit. We talking. Just stop saying stuff like that, bro. Like, come on, keep it.
Yo,
man.
bro,
Stop
saying shit like that, then, bro. It's bullshit to me. I'm honest. Man. It's bullshit, bro. Why you getting offended because you said some bullshit?
Nah, because you
getting offended because you said some bullshit. I didn't say shut the fuck up. I said it's bullshit.
Why I'm not telling Pope that? Why I'm not telling Pope that? He said the same thing. See, he chooses words wisely. He's not.
Because you keep cutting me off, and I'm trying to get my take. If you would just be quiet, you trying to defend that bullshit. That's
I'm not trying to defend anything. I'm just telling you that's my take. I'm not disputing your take.
All I was trying to say was because
you dispute my take. Because you can't shut up and your take, God.
No,
what kind of shit is that?
We both just said, yo, you
what kind of shit is that? What I'm trying to tell you, dog. What kind of shit is that, bro?
I said it's bullshit.
Like, what kind of shit is that? I don't sit there and tell your takes is garbage. So stop doing that.
God.
That's what I keep trying to tell you. You keep missing the fucking point, man.
God. See, you could curse when you want,
but you keep missing the point, though.
So guess what?
I don't sit there and tell you your takes is garbage, so dog.
I don't give a fuck if you say it or not.
All right,
the take was trash. Bye, motherfucker. What you talking about? Yeah, bye.
Come on, stop that, God. Come on.
Y'all knock it off, man.
You ain't pussy about it, so stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Talking basketball.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That shit was
bullshit. Down too long. Y'all been down too long. Knock it off.
That was a bullshit.
Don't do that.
You don't like it? Stop saying bullshit. Yo, bro,
don't do that.
Don't do that. The same thing over again. Now he's trying to explain it. So look, he still want to overtalk. We both sat here. You was wilding. right? We try to explain to him why.
I tell you, choose your words wisely. I'm just telling you as a man to stop saying certain things that come out your mouth.
He was the first one that said if Embiid don't win in the second round, and then said Brunson don't have to win in the second round. Bro, all this shit to me, it is bullshit. So whether how you like it or not, I'm gonna call it bullshit. It's talking sports. If I think your take on sports is bullshit and you get mad, fuck it then. Get mad. I don't give a fuck. What you saying? Because I said your take was bullshit. You got something to do with sports, my nigga. So what you saying? Sports. What you were just talking about?
You heard what I said. You heard what I said. You heard what I said.
Bullshit take. That's it.
You heard what I said.
What? I'm a grown man calling your take bullshit, and you getting mad.
That's what it is. You heard what I said. I said choose your words wisely.
Why you saying, yo, why you talking to me like that? If your take wasn't bullshit for real, you wouldn't be mad.
Talk to you, right?
If your take wasn't really bullshit, you wouldn't be mad.
I'm not going to degrade you when I talk to you.
I'm not degrading you. I'm degrading what you just said. It's bullshit, bro.
How do you know you're not
And
degrading me?
look, Pope,
How do you know?
Pope, you know why I'm calling it bullshit, Pope?
How do
I
you
gotta
know
argue
you hurt
with this
somebody's
nigga
feelings?
4 times and then prove
How do you know you hurt somebody's feelings?
I just told you what he said.
How do you know you hurt somebody's feelings?
Nobody can't talk.
How do you know if you hurt somebody's feelings?
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Props. Nobody taking
How do you
no
know
props.
how do you know if you offended somebody, Hart?
That's it.
How do you know if you offended you?
Oh, you offended now, but you could defend bullshit.
You put him on mute. Yo, mute. Well,
nah, his shit breaking up. He talking bullshit, bro. You offended for that, be offended, bro. I ain't got time to be. I don't have time to be crying over shit. You trying to defend bullshit ass take. If you say a bunch of shit on the show,
nobody's defending anything.
Oh, you want to? Yo, you know what else you do? When I try to explain, you keep yelling over. You know why? Because your take was bullshit. If anybody listening, they're gonna want to know what we arguing about and what he said and why he's saying that. And when they rewind and listen, guess what? Your take was bullshit. So you offended now because what you just said, even the man said it just because he said it, Yo,
you say so.
That's how he wanted to say it. So what?
If you say so.
Fuck out of here with that shit, nigga. I'm supposed to talk a certain way. Then when you want to curse, you could just curse. Like you talk like an angel all the time.
Am I cursing at you? Am I cursing at you? Am I cursing at you?
I would never curse.
Am I cursing at you? Or am I
be right? Be right, nigga. Be right.
Am I cursing at you? Or am I talking to you?
Please,
that's all I'm saying.
Whatever, bro. Like I said, don't tell me how to talk.
Don't tell me how to talk. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
No, I'm not. Just if I say it's bullshit, you gotta take it.
You keep missing a fucking point, my nigga.
You gotta take it. See, same thing. So I can take it. You gotta take it.
Ain't nothing sweet about me. So stop that shit, dog.
Who's calling you sweet? I said your take was sweet. If you want to take it like you sweet, that's on you.
Dog, stop.
That's on you.
So what I think, L, look, let me be moderator again. I think
you sweet at this age. Who said you was sweet? Now you sound sweet. Now you sound sweet.
Because we on YouTube. That's why he said
now.
Like we got
nobody said you was
professionalism, I guess. So some sort we definitely have to have.
To you is when I talk to you.
I'm never gonna listen. When I'm on air, I'm gonna be how I am, no matter who like it. Professional. Listen. I do this for no money, and I don't have to do this with a group of people. Straight like that. So personally, I don't care. If I'm not really blatantly disrespecting you, if I'm calling you bullshit, that's how I'm calling it.
See, I be doing my shit by myself.
I done called your take bullshit before, right, Pope? Pope, do I even know you really? I grew up with this nigga.
Because it makes the show better. You feed off each other energy. Y'all niggas show be popping. Y'all feed off each other energy.
No, because we got.
So what Gil just said is it's seeming like okay, we like calling our shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Nobody. Listen, hold on, because everybody just got an opinion. All our shit is an opinion.
You think he the only one that can put everybody else in
so why we both said that don't make sense then? This man playing good. That's what it is.
That's what it comes down to.
You know what it is? It's these Knicks glasses, like I always say. You can't just want to compare this everything. Oh, why we can't give him the same credit? Oh, nobody taking credit from nobody. We trying to give both of them their credit, and you trying to say this man ain't shit and this man ain't this. And then I'm like, whoa, this man just had 50 points the other day. Pope, even you had to say it. This ain't the first time I told him this on air in this show. I'm saying he can say what he wants, but I'm not telling you what to say. But when I call it bullshit, Don't. You know what I'm gonna start doing? I'm gonna say it like they say how Son said in the battle rap. Bullshit. I'm gonna say it like that so you won't get offended. Bullshit. I'm gonna find a fly way to say it. Bullshit. That's how I'm gonna say it now. Bullshit. Since you offended if by me calling, by me getting excited. I get excited when I hear a bunch of bullshit and I get hyped. And I want to tell niggas, yo, stop with that bullshit, all right? So now I'm gonna say
stop
bullshit,
tripping, man.
bullshit. That's how I'm gonna call it.
All right, where's Philly going?
So you won't be sensitive.
Okay,
right?
so we're Philly.
Because it's just like battle rap. Dudes ain't crying after the battle. Yo, God, why you talking to me like that? If niggas ain't saying nothing disrespectful. They talking about the content, right? Pope, they talking about the content. He went to talking about he's sweet like tea and all this. Nobody.
Where is Philly going? Where's Philly going?
So I'm done.
Where's Philly going
with that? I'm done.
Where's Philly going?
Man. I'm done with that, man.
I'm asking you a question about
Philly. I'm a Knicks fan. All I'm gonna do all the time is call it how it is, regardless if I'm a fan or not.
I understand that.
Do y'all see Denver?
If one of the main things that you talk about, right? This is one of the main things that you talk to me about is experience and playoff experience, right? But these motherfuckers haven't got out. He has not got out the second round. Well, if you can't put the same label, that's what I'm saying. He has not got out the second round.
In your mouth, bro. What that got to do with it? When you defending Brunson, when you just said Brunson don't got to even make it past that, and it's okay with you, but now you going back to he didn't make it out of that round. See? All the time,
Brunson is undermanned.
Oh, that's like if you playing me on the court. I kill you with simple moves, simple in and outs, simple bops. Make it make sense. How you gonna double down on Embiid not getting out and say Brunson don't have to get out? That's what I mean. It's no. I gotta say it. It's bullshit. But that's not our man. Brunson is our man. We gotta stop that.
What's been the knock on Embiid? You heard it. If you watched the game yesterday, they said it in the playoffs. His numbers go from 30 points a game to 24 points a game. Right? What's been his knock? Has that same knock been with Brunson over the last 3 years of him being in the playoffs?
Let's stop comparing them two. That's a bad. Let's just let Brunson get his accolades up and do his thing. I don't want to compare him to Embiid, bro. For real, taking this shit.
I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that.
Yo, bro, how we going?
That's not a comparison.
I want to say too. We started saying on air a long time ago that from our projects when we grew up in Queens, dudes would fight over rap arguments or silly stuff. So if you hear people argue like that, to me, it don't matter to me. I could just
Dot the boogeyman.
But one thing I'm gonna say, if you let it get to you, then it bothers you. So with that being said, your takes defend you or defend. It's not all about opinion, because I asked you, if somebody has an opinion, can they still be wrong? You said, yeah. So if I think you wrong in your opinion, I have a right to tell you that. And the only reason why I said it the way I said it, because you keep on doubling down on the same take that I think is BS. That's why. It is. You said it. You said it again. And when I repeated the dynamics, you just got quiet. Because why? Why are you saying that for? You can't compare the two. You just try to double down that. Oh, this dude was in Dallas holding it down. When Embiid was a whole different.
I understand all that, but he hasn't got out of the second round, though. I understand everything that you say.
All right, so Brunson don't got to get out the second round. So Brunson got to get out the second round now. What is it?
I say you don't have to.
Brunson don't got his full ammo though. I don't understand.
So how can you critique another player this way that's not on your team and give your team your player that pass? That's called more than favoritism. That's not even favoritism. That's like
he has a history, Harwell.
That's what I'm saying.
What history?
I like to say, you like to talk about the playoffs. So this is what I'm saying. He tells me, like he says, "Oh, playoffs, L. You got to make your name."
That's why you don't compare them.
This is what Hard says. He says, "Playoffs, L. You got playoffs. This is where you make your name at." So I'm saying, okay. So now I'm looking at it and I'm saying, Embiid hasn't made his name in the play. They said it yesterday. They pointed to a hardcore fact. It's the most points he ever averaged in the playoffs.
Bro, where did Embiid get his name from,
bro? From the regular season. They say regular season is where you make your name. Postseason is where you make your fame. That's what always been the saying. And you said it yourself. Players step up. You say, players, certain players, they shine bright when the lights is brighter.
Down to you. You would have to rewind time and break it down. That's not fair. That's why I keep saying that's Embiid lost at the buzzer to Kawhi Leonard. I could just think of stuff off the top of my head on how they lost in those situations that you keep comparing. That's what I'm saying. I can even repeat what I said before.
That's bounce. I don't consider that.
Pope, do you remember this? Like we would have to rewind time and break it down. Like that's a fair assessment.
That's 50-50 right there. That's 50-50.
No,
that you can't control. But them other games when you blow series lead,
you don't remember every game is what I'm trying to point out to you, bro. You don't
in the playoffs.
You don't remember his series in the playoffs. What happened, bro? How you watching these games right now and everybody going crazy, hitting threes, trying to fight? You remember Embiid's every playoff series? You remember Knicks every playoff series, not Phillies if we ain't playing them.
We ain't in the playoffs. It's easy to watch them other series. We wasn't in the damn playoffs.
Yeah, but you wasn't watching Philly.
Except if you're a basketball fan, you watching the playoffs.
No, he ain't never dominated the playoffs, Hartwell. You know,
I don't watch college, but I watched March Madness because the intensity level is different. The stakes is different. So that's where you find out who's the stars. Yeah, you find out I'm just saying, you find out who the stars is. You find out who the stars is in the playoffs. So they pointed that key fact out yesterday. They said Embiid numbers, this is the most he has averaged in his career in the playoffs. And go figure, we undersized, we undermanned. You supposed to do that against us. Ain't nobody, Randall ain't there, but y'all fully loaded. Y'all got y'all full squad. That's just me. You know.
Well, I think with the takes on that, you just got to pump your brake a little. Let Brunson just get his accolades, because it's not just we think he deserved more. He's proving it in real time. So the only way to get the national attention that you're expecting is to win. Because Brunson got his core fan base, which is Knicks fans, Villanova fans. You know what I'm saying? But he got to win, bro. Like you said, Pope said it earlier, the league is going to a new heights with young guys. So this is a perfect time for him to get right and prove it. Like,
no, it's time to get rid of Julius Randle, sir. It's on Julius. So
he's not even playing. He's not even playing.
Hold on, man. Let me say something real quick, man, because we can't put it on Jalen Brunson. He is proven. He's proved what he's proven already up to this point. That's why he even got the bag he got from the Knicks right now. It's not because his dad worked with him. It's because the boy proved what he did at Dallas. That shit was surreal. It was sauce. Now he over here, and this is his second year taking the Knicks to the playoffs, whether it's second round or it's the Eastern Conference. He will get to the second round. This year, he undermanned that Julius keep disappearing on him, whether it's due injury or just him not showing up, period. And that's his second man. You need somebody else. So they're going to have to make a decision on what we're going to do with Jules, because he not best ability is availability, and this nigga not here. And we got a championship pedigree in Jalen Brunson. Ain't no questioning him. We got that. Now we need to add to him. You can't do it. He don't like that.
He thinking of his reply. You see him? He don't like.
Nah, actually, wifey in the kitchen. I'm looking at her. See, I'm not even thinking about it. See,
I don't like that.
Wifey said right here.
He don't like that take. He don't like that take.
I heard him. No, what he's saying is partial correct, but how would you know that? Like, we had a discussion, Pope, about, all right, if the Knicks, how would we know that unless they win it all without Randall, did they need Randall? You understand what I'm saying? Hard to say, nah, I don't see it that way. But I'm thinking, how do you know? How do we know if he's not playing, did we need him or we don't need him? The only way we're going to find out if we're going to win, we win without him, right? That means we didn't need him. You know what I mean?
That's like taking credit from them right now, bro. It's like taking credit from them right now.
I'm not taking credit. What I'm saying is he's our other star, right? So he's our other star. So the fact that we don't have that other star, we can't. Thank you. That's all I keep saying. So we need him, but only time will tell how much we need him. You understand what I'm saying, Pope? We know we need him. We know we need Mitch Robinson. We know we need Bodan. By that, we need a team to win a championship. Brunson can't do this shit by himself. You know what I mean? Now, Thank
But no,
God.
you
Thank
need your
God.
superstar. No, in the playoffs, superstars got to be superstars. So
But you
you
need
got the
his
right other
Batman.
guys. I
You
love
you
the
need his
other
Robin. I mean, you
guys.
need his Robin. You need his Robin.
He need his Robin, sir. And I don't
You
think
need your
Julius
Robin.
Randle is his correct Robin. I'm not saying that the team is like his team is trash. No, you need two guys. That's what I said.
At
Take two
least,
to
at
tango.
least, at least, at
At
least, at
least two.
least.
Yeah, no. You
Yeah.
just need two guys. That's if you look at most of these championship squads, and then of course everything else, like the other guys who like to do the dirty work and the rebounding and dive on the loose balls and all of this and that the stuff the role players do. But you need two dominant guys that's gonna do what they do on a nightly basis, no doubt about it. Jalen Bronson is one of them. Now go get you the other one of them. See, the problem with the Lakers is it's either or. Sometimes it's Ant Davis, sometimes it's LeBron James. During the regular season, it's why they the 8th, 9th, 10th seed. But when they play both good together, they look like a championship type team. When they both play like superstars, when they both hit you with the 30 pieces and so on and so forth, they get to the Western Conference Finals. So I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, he needs somebody, man. And I don't think it's Julius Randle. That's all. You gotta find somebody else.
It may not be Randall, but it may maybe it's OG. You know what I mean? It could be anybody right now. This season, I'm just saying this season we don't got Randall, so somebody has to step up to the plate. We don't have Randall.
Oh yeah, no.
We don't have him, Pope.
I think. Hold on. So, I
know what you're saying. But I'm saying right now, this year, we need somebody has to step up and be that second scorer. Like I said, OG he played good yesterday. I loved his way how he attacked the game yesterday. How he put the pressure on Embiid. You can take from game 4 and bring that over to game 5 because that was a good recipe right there, and you can continue that knowing that you got the right ingredients to complete that meal. I will go ahead and keep on doing it. Everybody, the big Ragu was driving. Every time Josh Hart got the ball, he was driving to the hole. OG was driving to the hole. Brunson was driving to the hole. Pretty much everybody was driving to the hole. So you can instill that the next game. Now, for long term, having that next person might come back and bite us. We'll see. Only time will tell.
Now, because I'm just looking at the East because it's lined up right for him, right? It's lined up right because I don't believe in the Boston Celtics that nigga got baby hairs. Jason Tatum got slick baby hairs because you can't that ain't gonna get it done. Period. I don't care when a nigga got slick baby hairs.
What do the man hair
got getting it done? You're not getting it done.
You picking on
I'm like, baby hair. What that got to do with anything?
Whatever that little shit you got going on.
Yo, Pope, you better stop talking about people's shit. You look like you spraying up over there, bro.
No, like I don't do no sprays. I don't do no sprays.
And I'm just sitting there. Listen, hard address it. I know me and him take off our hats. I know what I had.
You know this hat too.
Oh,
I'm grayed out.
Yeah,
I'm grayed out.
Pope, you spraying over
here though, right here.
Yeah, you spraying it up.
No sprays.
But how do you, Pope? How old are you?
I'm 42.
See, I'm 47, hard 47.
No, I'm not. Don't tell my age. I'm 1 year younger. My
birthday
coming.
I'm 47. I'm 47.
I'm grayed out with the Knicks, man. I think it's lined up my nigga Jadakiss. I think it's lined up and that nigga Method Man.
You know what that come? You know what the grades come from?
This nigga Red Man, dog. He both Red
Man. My man Rockers in the building. He's always telling me, say, yo, that's why you got gray hairs, bro. That's why you got gray hairs. Because I stayed there and watched the Knicks games until the fucking end. Even when all this shit, when these niggas was, I'm talking about from the O'Donnell Harrington days. I'm talking about all the way back. And my man used to be like, yo, see, that's why you got gray hair. You sit there and watch the game. I ain't even watch it. Rock used to always tell me that shit, but I used to sit there and watch the game. They'd be like, fuck. That's what I'm saying about this season. I don't do that this season. That's the thing, Pope. I've never, ever done that throughout the whole time I've been a Knicks fan. They have always given me a reason to throw the remote at the TV.
Who do you got next round? Let's start talking next round. Who you got?
Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm gonna talk like the Knicks talk, one game at a time. We can handle our business.
Okay.
If we handle our business in game 4, right?
See,
and if Indiana handles their business,
cleaned up now.
If Indiana handles their business,
I cleaned them up. You see now he sound great, right?
He don't believe. He don't believe.
I believe. I believe. Who don't believe?
No, Pope. I'm talking about how
They're
he
about to
said he gonna
watch
pump his
them
brick.
come. They going to
No. I'm
they
saying you
finna
don't want
wash
to get
the
ahead of
Philadelphia
ourselves. Let's not
No,
count
we
our
is gonna
chickens
wash
before they
Philly. I
hatch,
know
right?
that.
We're gonna wash Philly, but let's not. Let's just.
finna wash
I
them, bro.
know, Pope. Let's just not count our chickens. This is do
Okay,
what we
but
do tomorrow
who's
night,
for the
right?
next round though?
Well, I mean,
Forget
Indiana.
the
I
Knicks
didn't
and
want.
them. Who's
I'm on record saying I didn't want Indiana in the first round. He asked me why before, and I told him that they're a young team, they're scary. When you don't want to play that kind of team in the first round, but I don't mind playing them in the second round though, because that's
so
when
is
the
it the
lights get
second
even.
round Pacers?
Why? What's the difference?
Yeah. Well, the lights get even brighter. Them shits in that second round. You got a chance. You got when you get to the Eastern Conference, now you're playing with house money. When you get to the Eastern Conference, you're playing with house money. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Especially for a
because
team.
if you got to play the Pacers next, they're gonna smack the Pacers. Tyree Halliburton, them. Oh yeah, I like Sacks. Bam. I forget that. I be forgetting they got Pascal now.
Well, based
That is
upon
a
how I've been
difference.
watching them,
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's
they
a
got
saying.
a
problem.
team. They got a team. Yeah, that's why.
See,
That's why I
He's
didn't
a
want to play them in the
problem.
first round. Yo, Pope, that's
know
why I
what?
told
forgot they
Hard I
got
didn't want to play
Pascal.
them in the first round. That's
But
why I
Al,
told him. I said, Hard, I don't want to play them in the first round.
you see what just happened
They
with
got
Pope
Pascal.
L? This is what happens because players move so much. And you be talking and it's not anybody could be, but you have to rethink it now off of that player right there. He got experience.
No, he makes good.
He makes a difference.
He makes a difference.
See, that's
With
why I didn't
OG
want to play.
makes a
That's
difference.
why I didn't want to play them in the first round. Now you
Pacers
see
did a good job, right, Pope? You think?
Yeah, but no, I mean, still, I think the Knicks. I think Jalen Brunson is so much better than anybody on their team, even the
Yeah.
Pascal Siakam and his Villanova
I
boys.
love you, bro.
They really
I love you too,
play, bro. They play. So I think they got a chance at beating them, and they're a little more experienced than them. They done been through some heat. You have Devin Jinko, who he got a chip with the Golden State Warriors. He was a big part of that. He done been through some battles and some fires. Josh Hart, he about that type of life. So I mean, they got some. They going. I think they'll beat them up. The
So
way
we winning the
the
Eastern
Knicks
Conference
play,
Final?
they physical.
Hold on.
G.
Say it right now, Pope. Say it right now.
They will beat them up.
Give this guy some fuel. Are the Knicks winning the Eastern Conference Finals?
I think so because if they got the Pacers next, Boston is soft to me.
Why?
And they
Tell
don't
me
know
why.
what to do. They don't know how to play to me. I don't know. I don't got they. I think the Knicks can go in there and rough them up, and when you rough Tatum up,
But we lost Mitch though. You know that, right?
For what? Not
yeah,
the
that's
playoffs.
cool.
Only not the playoffs.
But the only thing that's going, not the
Oh yeah,
playoffs,
just the series.
and
Just the series. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
the only big time center that really was given your starting center, I forget his name, I want to smash it, but that's because he playing in Embiid. He keeps standing in foul trouble. Now he gonna be who he playing next? Turner. He's not in Embiid.
Nah,
He ain't gonna
Turner
put
bring
him
him
in that type
outside
of
too.
foul trouble.
Yeah, Turner bring him outside too.
Yeah, but he
Turner
not.
hit the
Yeah.
three.
But he not
Turner
consistent
do
though.
hit
Hard.
the three.
Yeah, he do.
I mean, you got to play him the same way. Type.
You do
I'm not
gotta
saying
play him
because
the
look,
same way.
he is a high percentage
do.
3-point shooter this year. So it's not
No, he
about what we
is.
think he may not do or what he could do. It's that he's this type of shooter, and you can't leave him open on the perimeter. And that gave us problems. Hartenstein is not good. He's doing a lot of ticky-tack fouls. Achua, I think what you said earlier.
That's what I mean. No,
the,
Turner not
the
gonna
OG,
draw fouls like Embiid
the
did on him.
OG piece.
That's what I'm saying.
You could put on certain players. I think
You
maybe.
can. See, the thing with Turner is he can hit the three, but he's not like, all right, for example, he's not saying he's on Embiid level, but Embiid has a better shot than him. That's part of Indiana Achilles heel. You have your center who's not a good 3-point shooter center out there on the wing. That's the thing with that team. So once you neutralize that, it's easy picking. And once them lights is even brighter, them shots is not going down. See, they playing easy. They play easy. They play easy. They play free will because they really ain't got nothing to lose. But all you got to do is stop the rest of them guys. Don't let them guys square for three. Their whole thing is about making you pay when you make a basket. You have to have somebody back on defense. We already know what Obi do. That's why Obi's not on this team anymore.
Yeah, but
you understand what I'm saying?
Game, Al.
I know they play the full game, but the thing with them is they don't play no defense, and that's the thing that we do. We play defense, and we able to neutralize a lot of their players. So that's the thing. That's the only thing that benefits us over them. But because them boys get out and run, I just didn't want to play them in the first round. I'm more comfortable playing them in the second round than in the first round. I didn't want to play them in that first round. Anything can happen, man.
You gotta wait.
So Orlando, if they beat the Cavs, they end up playing Boston then.
Yeah, I hope the Magic beat them because I don't like when teams do sucker shit. I don't like that sucker shit. Like everybody was playing. Everybody was playing that because I don't know if you know, Pope, but if Cleveland would have won, they would have been playing Indiana right now. All they had to do was win the game, and they would have been playing against Indiana. They sat their starters in the fourth quarter. They had a lead. They was up by 20 and sat their starters, and they lost the game. See, I don't know if you knew that or not. They lost the game to play against the Magic. See what I'm saying? As opposed to going through Indiana. The Knicks ain't do that. And nobody else, no other team did that except for them. And now they regretting that shit.
Who, the Cavs?
Lose. Yeah,
they are gonna lose. They're gonna lose.
I hope they do lose because you should have crossed the finish line in the good and playing good, and that probably would have propelled you into playing against Indiana.
What's the series?
Magic's
I think they just can't do
2-2 hard.
Right?
2-2.
They didn't do nothing right. I think they just handled home court. I thought, right? Is it 2-2?
It's a series. Now, what you say? You don't want to go to Game 7, right?
No. Yeah, I'm just saying.
See,
until somebody do like what we just did. Even though I don't want to go to Game 7, but they ain't really do nothing. They won at home. They protect the home court. Cleveland got to go. They got to go win in Cleveland.
Well, they both won 1-1 on each other's home court.
Oh, they did. I thought you were saying it was 2-0.
So Orlando won in Cleveland, and Cleveland won in Orlando.
So it's
2-2 going back to Cleveland. 2-2 tie going back to Cleveland. But I'm just saying, you in a dog fight when you probably wouldn't have been in a dog fight had you not ducked that smoke. You see what I'm saying? Because you could have been. You see what I'm saying? Had you not ducked that smoke.
And Milwaukee got injuries, right?
Well, or you would have been playing Indiana, and I think Cleveland matches up good with Indiana. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think they match up better with Indiana than they do with Cleveland.
Oh, we did 3 hours. We about to
with Orlando. I think Indiana matches better with Orlando than they do with they match up better with Indiana than they do with Orlando. Because Orlando got big bodies to throw the counter what Cleveland has with they big bodies. Sort of what the Knicks had when we played against Cleveland. We got big bodies to throw at them. Meanwhile, when you play against Indiana, they don't got big bodies. They're not a good rebounding team. They're not a good defensive team. You playing against a good defensive team in Orlando. Orlando's a top 10 defensive team. Like, you pick your poison the right way.
I know the rule is you just never duck smoke. I mean, that's probably
now you'll never duck no smoke. You'll never duck no smoke. You'll never duck no smoke. You'll never duck no smoke.
All right, man. Yeah. Last take before we get out of here. Anything? Y'all
thoughts on tomorrow night's game, and we can get out of here.
We gotta win.
Oh yeah, man. Lakers lose tonight.
What's your factors to tomorrow night's game? Not just win. How we gotta win.
In that type of game, I don't think I could. I know you asked me that sometime, but like, it's gonna be scrappy, bro. It's gonna be more because to win that game, we play back in the Garden tomorrow. No, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we back home. Yeah. Nah, we be all right. We got that. That's an easy win. We gotta do what we gotta do.
Wipe out.
That's an easy win.
I think that's a 30 piece.
All right, I know it. I know what's important in reference to that. We can't come out because we have a lead in the series. We got to come out and play like we don't have a lead. Like, don't get comfortable, lax. You know what I mean? We got a fire to us right now. Keep that fire going. You know what I mean? And keep
it's 3-1, right?
Yeah, keep attacking the B the way we attacking him, because for some reason he's not able to react the way he normally would react as a 7-footer. You see Brunson going right at him. So keep attacking him. Wear him out for the fourth quarter because they need him. And that's all I got. Dope show.
You Pope? Oh, you're not a Knicks fan.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, but I got Knicks wiping them out 30 piece, easy. They'll come out there, everybody gonna be hitting, looking like Villanova trying to go for a national title. Cause they know what 6 day like Harwell said, they ain't gonna let up. He telling they ain't gonna be comfortable. That's what they not. They about to go ahead and boop out them, cause they can see their path too. We got the Pacers next. We gonna definitely sleep them.
I mean,
That's
that
how
set
they
in
looking
stone
at it.
though. And that
We
set in
can sneak
stone.
them.
Yeah.
You might as well come on and be a Knicks fan, Pope. You a reserve right now. You're a free agent, man.
Nah,
We
man,
give you the
listen, man.
form.
I'm
I'll
a
text you.
basketball.
I'll text
I
you the
got the
form.
form. I
You
got the
sign
form,
it.
Pope.
If you sign it, we'll show it
Y'all
on
niggas
air.
always here. Y'all keep coming. Nah, I'm a basketball savant, man.
Look,
You
You
you'll
see it,
feel me?
sign
Pope?
it. I'll
You see it?
text it to you.
You
You'll
see it,
sign
Pope?
it, and then we'll show
Yeah.
all the Knicks fans that be on the show, and they'll let you in. You see, we
See,
real. We
that's
show up to your
luckily.
arena. We show up to your home court, and be 500 deep in your lobby.
And let me learn you something real quick for you Nick fans, man, out there, man. Y'all need to really be real appreciative of this Jalen Brunson guy. Be very nice to him because he has brought the Knicks back to real relevancy. For real, like real basketball is back in New York, fucking with Jalen Brunson. And because you got kids
Yeah,
who don't
word up,
give two
man.
shits about New York and none of that type shit, but they like this nigga. That little shit he do right there, I be seeing the kids do that shit in the
Oh,
AAU tournaments. They be hitting with the
yeah.
three, whatever the fuck he be doing. They be biting his
Hold on, let me
swag, and he got so yeah, man. I say shout out Jalen Brunson because he bringing more people who just like basketball over to watching the Knicks play. And you
That's
know.
true. Yo, Pope, it's funny. I talked to Hart earlier, and I was telling him about I was on the Sacramento podcast, and they was like, "How this is Sacramento Kings podcast? This is Sacramento Kings podcast," and they were saying how it's hard not to root for the Knicks because they play the game the right way. And as a basketball fan, anybody that knows basketball appreciate the game being played the right way, like we do the Denver Nuggets, like we do the Knicks. We fall in love
Yeah.
with Minnesota Timberwolves. We fall
The
in love with them
Warriors
guys.
play
The
defense,
Warriors was
play
some. They
off,
was some.
they
They was.
move the
They was some
ball.
other. The Warriors was some other shit. They was some juggernauts. I ain't seen a team like that in many years, Pope. I ain't gonna front. They was on some other
I
shit like
mean, but
some.
you got to understand when they
Mhm.
first started out, they had to go through. They people didn't expect him to be that. People
They
didn't
was like the
expect Steph
Avengers.
Curry to be what he was. Clay Thompson, they
Mhm.
kind of like this just the way. And Mark Jackson, once he got into okay, this is how we run things, and Curry was healthy, and that's how they became about. But people weren't looking at Klay Thompson like when he came out of college.
No, none of
Oh
them
my
guys.
God, or
Yep.
Draymond Green. So it wasn't like they had something crazy. KD went over. They just played the game the right way. They moved the ball. They was very unselfish. That's why KD went over there because he like everybody get to touch the ball and still everybody get their stuff off. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
like OKC because they play that type of way to where that ball moving, and then still Sean Gilgis Alexander he's still able to just. But that's all I gotta say. Watch out for them OKC Thunders, man. I think they might win it, sneak
Yo,
up
shout
maybe
out to the
10%.
chat,
Mhm.
wherever you at. If you still rocking with us, if you ain't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Parental advisory. I mean, let's go Knicks, man. Make sure you watch the
Shout
intro
out
to
to
the
y'all.
end. It's the new intro. You know what I'm saying? J Bug, shout out to
Mhm.
J Bug. Intro is fire. Who else we need to shout out? Shout out Hack. He was on the show early. He was shouting us out. Uh, shout out to who else we leaving out, Al?
Everybody. Just shout out to the
Shout
whole
out
chat.
everybody.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Rock.
all the Nick podcasts, man.
My take.
Oh,
My take on tomorrow's night game. Go out there and play Nick basketball. That's it. Go out there and play Nick basketball, and that's it. Let the game take you where it need to be. The basketball guards don't like when a player plays
do
the way
shit like
Embiid play.
Embiid,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
that's
like
what I
that shit.
said. That's perfect. He gained what he deserved. All that shit, you still gonna lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't basketball guards. Because we play basketball, we never try to intentionally hurt anybody. And all of us done got. I broke my wrist on the basketball court. You was there that day. I broke my wrist.
You think he really did that on purpose though?
Yeah, everything he did was on purpose. Everything he did was on purpose.
I don't think the grab. I think in the heat of the moment, I don't even want to make. I can't make an excuse for it.
Everything he did, except for when you fall, I think you can't control when you fall. That's the only thing I'm not going to say that he's guilty of. I'm just going to say that he's certain things when you look back at it, even when he stepped on Josh Hart, I said basketball guard to take care of that. Come down, he fall on top of Brunson, but he takes the worst end of that, trying to be a grimy player. he came up holding his knee. Brunson was just down, like acting like he was hurt, but he wasn't really hurt. You know what I mean? But Embiid took the worst of that impact of that fall. So the basketball guard take care of that. That's why, you know, they down 3-1. There's no place in the league for that.
All right. Yeah, we out of here. Thanks for rocking with us, man. We see y'all in a day or two. Peace.
Y'all know the phrase. That's what shots being made. All the shots that win the game. 4 quarters, crunch time. The game's on the line. The real players, they shine. I might bring with the flow. In case you didn't know. 4 quarters, crunch time. The game's on the line. The real players, they shine. This, that on the sideline with the game talk. I'm so clever and smooth. I bring the game talk. You know me, they call me a Mr. Middleman. If I ain't with Clyde, it's Doris Burke, ESPN. This that flow game coverage, what announcers do. Customized double bank, Steph Curry, my shoe. I'm on to another season with my colleagues. I'm broadcasting this info on